What's going on, everybody? Welcome to court number 2. It is Seniors Doubles Day. We're starting things off with Tom Walter and Steve Schroeder taking on Big Bert Blackwell and David Simmons. K9 in the booth, joined by Anthony Ione. What up, brother?
K9, what up, buddy?
Man, I'm ready to roll. Having a good day so far. I think we're on day 26 here this week.
It's right in there,
man. We've got to see some nice singles action yesterday. Damon Dennis will be taking on Jimmy McGuffin. Future partners getting ready to square off in Seniors Championship on Sunday. But will Damon Dennis and Philip Hayden make it to the doubles broadcast? Send him out with style. Go through the brackets here after this match. Appreciate you guys joining us on YouTube. We'll have things up and running on Facebook a little bit later. But here is the ceremonial bag spin, and we will be underway right after this.
Looks like we got ACL pros Tom Walter and I Man, we got confirmation on this last time, and now
I was going to say, dude, we've been through this the whole entire season, and we've said it wrong so many times that we just think all of them are correct.
I'm pretty sure it's Schrader.
I'm going with Schroeder.
Big Bert Blackwell and David Simmons are going to be on the other side of this one. Not familiar with those boys, but that's how the seniors doubles is working. This is going to be open to everybody, right? You're going to have pros mixed with amateurs, all different levels of play. So we'll see what we get here from Blackwell and Simmons. I know what we're going to get from Walters and Schroeder. We're going to get a down the middle, kind of a running bag style game. They're going to have an airmail to match it. And actually, both of these boys, I mean, if we look at the seniors division right now, and you talk about breakout seniors this year, these boys would be at the top of the list. So to see them paired up here, I think they're going to be a really strong partnership. And showing it here in the 4th round of the bracket, this win here is going to get them to the king seat match.
So we're already running deep into the bracket. Got the advanced, the big blind draw going on right now, as well as women's doubles. So packed house today. I feel like the boards will be slowed down a little bit.
The building is definitely starting to fill in quite a bit. We're getting a lot more pro presence. Got some pro presence. I'd go all the way back to like Monday. Started to get some filtering in. Tuesday, now Wednesday, you're definitely starting to see a heavy flow of pros starting to filter in. Certainly all the ladies are in the building. We fired up all the women's events and some of the seniors, but starting to see the open field of all of the pros starting to populate this room. So it's starting to get fun, man. I can feel the vibe.
Yeah, looking at the big blind draw bracket, we got 2 future pros, Ryan Wiedenfeld and Jackson Gore, teaming up in the big blind draw. First round, 22-0. Second round, 26-0. Third round, 24-0.
Wow. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Those boys are nasty.
They're 2 matches away from the king seed and just now giving up their first point.
What bag are they throwing by chance? Do you know?
We talked about it yesterday if they were to team up at some point, and I think they were talking about throwing the Vikings, but I'm not sure what they're actually throwing today. If I had to guess, I'd say they'd go with the Vikings.
Yeah, I've seen Wiedenfeld throw a variety of different bags. He's just one of those guys that can throw anything, I think, but certainly that Viking's going to fit nicely into Gore's game. That's his jam, right? So
yeah, some other strong matchups. We got Justin Lang and Zach Ingleton, the Rocket, both out of KC, so very familiar with each other. They're tied 18-18 right now with Reggie Ricks and Fisher Hamilton. And then I know Bracy Blanton is teamed up with Mason Morgado. Haven't really had a chance to look at anything else other than that. And Jordan Power and Austin Kipple should be a strong one. But seniors doubles is where it's at. We're trucking right along. 5-0 start here on the other side of the bracket. Bill Hadley and Bob Vonch, Wayne Corprew, and Gerald Gray. Seen Gerald Gray had a deep run yesterday in singles. But no surprise in the A bracket. Not sure if you went through that or not. Sorry if you did. Danny Martin and Clue Kite will take on Philip Hayden and Damon Dennis. Then Hasiba Biban and Ricky Jernigan will take on Bo Maggart and Michael Harris. We were going to go live on that last match. Had a little bit of trouble with the stream keys. And Anthony, you over there on court number 1. Bo, Wayne, Dewey, and Michael all had a chance to finish the game. It was 20-19.
Oh, is that right?
And I think they all missed their final shot for 2 rounds in a row. Nobody wanted to win it.
No one wanted to take it.
Yeah, he came over to you and said, if I do make a good shot, say, what, Bo, you beautiful or something? What do you say? beautiful
shot.
Beautiful shot. Yeah, it was definitely not the case. He ended up winning with the 8-on-6, but they have advanced to their semifinal.
Meanwhile, 6-5. We got a close one here in the first quarter of this game. Blackwell with a really nice push on bag 2 in his last round. That was 4 of those points sitting on his side, so that was a good bag 2 for him against the ACL Pro here in Walter. He's down the middle guy. Line looks good, and that's what a Walter's going to do too. He's a 10-plus guy. He's going to fill up the hole, limited defense, but he's got that airmail to match it. You always got to have something to back up kind of that dirty style game, right? We see the younger players coming in with shaping shots, cuts and rolls and slices and all these things. The older guys, they're just going to go over the top and they're going to hammer the hole, and that's what you're going to get from Walter.
All right, got the YouTube chat up and running. What's up, Ryan Toon? Only one tuning in to say hello to us. Well, we're ready to roll, Anthony. Let's go, baby. David's first shot is off to the side a little bit. Steve's got an opportunity to bully him out. Oh, he's got a chance to do it twice now.
Misfire out to the right. Wide open hole for Schrader. He's going to take advantage. Simmons needs a collect here, and he does just to get back in the round. Nice 4-bagger for Schrader.
I think you went back and forth in this match. Schrader.
Dang it.
We'll never know. We'll never know just because we can't remember. We meet thousands of people a day. We're pretty popular, Anthony. It's okay. First shot from Tom is in, keeping the pressure on Big Bert. I think I'm going to try and get some sit-and-goes in today. I know we got the teams event as well.
You going to throw some bags today?
Get to throw some bags today.
Man, I was, in this room for maybe 8 hours yesterday and didn't throw a single bag.
I saw you watching over there, senior singles, like a little kid again, just enjoying watching Damon Dennis and Terry Mathis had a nice deep run.
Yeah, I was hanging out with Jimmy McGuffin's grandson. Man, that kid is just like Jimmy. Just a solid kid. Very talkative. You know, I don't know. I'm guessing 12 years old, maybe 11 years old, and he is just comfortable. He just has basic conversation. He's a little, kind of a little bit of a comedian, having some fun.
I think there's a picture a while back Jimmy McGuffin posted with 2 kids on the board. And I think they're like newborns.
Yes.
And I guess that was 12 years ago or 14 years ago. So those were the same boys that were in the pictures.
Yeah, same boys. He said Grandpa used to shoot airmails over the top of us. We'd lay on the board and he'd shoot airmails over the top. Big push here. Not enough juice out to the right. That one's gonna cost him. Nice side by side. Did we get an airmail here out of Simmons? He's gonna back it up. Tries to clip on the left side, coming up short.
Gonna finish that round with a 5. I think Schroeder only gets 2 out of it. Oh, never mind. He's going to give up points. He had another one off I missed. So that's a big league 5-on-4. Big Bert's going to get first throw.
So we do have 2 brackets here in seniors doubles, A and B. 32 teams in each bracket, 64 teams here at the World Championship. So a lot of seniors making up 64 two-man teams, battling it out. The final should end up on ESPN, I believe. Do you know for sure?
I believe it is. We're taking the final
Wally?
to one of each bracket. It's a single elimination from each one, but I'm not sure what day. If I had to guess, I'd say Sunday as well.
So a little history on seniors doubles. Only one team has been world champions in the history of this division. Damon Dennis and Philip Hayden are undefeated. 5 seniors doubles world championships.
All right, I got it. Hopefully here.
Out to the left, a bump left and right. Easy hole shot for Schrader.
broadcast. So Sunday, August 7, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. We got ACL women's singles, senior doubles, and then the co-ed double finals. ESPN 3 broadcast.
That
Nice.
is a pro-level bag right there from Schrader. He wanted to avoid the right side of that hole. How that lucky bag didn't fall, I don't know. He drips into the 9 o'clock, gets a bonus 2 points out of that, leaving his opponent right there on the hole.
First shot from Tom is off to the left. 18-11 lead. Bert's trying to generate some big round points, coming in with that blocker. So far it's working as Tom's off to the left. Good push through to collect the 4 now.
I mean, Blackwell with a nice bag. I mean, you know, you get a very typical bag in the seniors division. 99% of the field throws it the same way. He's got a nice flat bag. I mean, there's not a whole lot of heat to it, which is what we typically see in the seniors division. Everything's kind of softy, lofty. You know, not a whole lot of crafting of shots going on, but Blackwell with a decent flat bag, actually.
Yeah, he actually had that round well in hand until the last 2 bags. Tom came across the board left to right, collected his, and then Blackwell just not enough speed like you were talking about. Hung up on the hole, puts Tom and Steve to 20. Schroeder's first shot is in. Round number 13, trying to finish it out right here. Replacement, good push through from David. Final bag for each player. Game on the line. Steve is in.
Oh!
And there it is again. The loft did it.
Fourth bad block to end the game. Schrader and Walter going to win this deep seniors doubles matchup here at Worlds. Moving on.
All right, we'll be back after this. We're going to get Bill Hadley and Bob Vonch against Wayne Kepperu and Gerald Gray, possibly. See you in a second. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to court number 2. Let's take a look at the brackets to show you what has happened so far today before we went live. Chucky Love and Jesse Henderson coming in as the overall number 1 seed. They fall 24-17 to Danny Martin and Clue Kite. Clue Kite and Danny Martin now taking on Philip Hayden and Damon Dennis. They came in as the 5 seed. That match is to get them to the king seat. Over on the other side of the bracket, you see Hasib Habibam and Ricky Jernigan, came in as the number 2 seed. They are trucking right along, currently find themselves down 8-3 to Bo Maggard and Michael Harris. Over on the loser's side of bracket A, we do have Terry Mathis and Jimmy McGuffin still alive, Dewey Smith, Wynn Helms, Keith McBride, Richard McMullen, Lee Tibbs, Gary B., Brett Ingleson and Rod Mass, and then Mark Stevenson and Greg Hale. Winner of that one takes on Chucky Love and Jesse Henderson. Bracket B, we already have Tom Walter and Steve Schrader, however you say it, in the king seat. We will take on the winner of this match here between Bill Hadley and Bob Vonch, Wayne Corporu and Gerald Gray.
Bag and Bill a little short on the airmail over the top. Bag and Bill, man, the first time I saw this guy, probably going back to 2018, we were in Vegas when I first started this game. I shouldn't say first started. I was within my first maybe 11 months of playing the game. He really stood out to me. We get out there. It was called the Wild West Shootout, I believe. It was kind of a West Conference collection of players. Everybody from Cali, Colorado. We had some Dakotas in there, Arizona for sure, New Mexico. We all piled into Vegas. And I got my first peek at Bag and Bill, man. He was just a standout player for me. Fast forward 4 years. I mean, he's definitely, certainly in the seniors division, which we're talking about here, top of the food chain. We've seen him on ESPN with his partner, Doug Zaft, in the pro doubles division. So, man, just a solid player for years. And I've learned a lot watching him play this game. So, proud of that guy.
I do have a chance to play against Gerald Gray a couple times over there on the other side of the board, rocking the Cornhole Coastal t-shirt. On the East Coast teams, he had a nice run yesterday in singles. I believe finished 5th in senior singles. A tough bracket. Got to see some new names come up through the seniors division too, so I love seeing that. Not sure if I've seen Wayne Corporu throw before, though. Obviously, heavy favorites here would probably be Bill Hadley and Bob Vonch, but I'm not counting either one of those two out.
Certainly the favorites. The reigning seniors singles champ in BTB. Big time Bob taking down the seniors singles. We got to see him showcase them skills on ESPN in Chicago at Nationals 4. So he's coming in here to Worlds trying to protect his senior singles. He's going to have to go through a tough field. Philip Hayden in his, I guess you could call it his retirement kind of run here. This is Philip Hayden's last event. He's going to be in the senior singles along with Damon Dennis, Jimmy McGuffin, so a lot of talent on the senior side.
A little stack on the right-hand side. See if Gerald can sneak around. He does not. Bag and Bill stepping out.
Yeah, so we don't get doubles. We only get the treat of seniors doubles and some of the other formats as well at Worlds, right? So at the Nationals, we wouldn't do a seniors double. So it's probably fun for these for the seniors to be able to pick up some extra events. BTB, I think you made it pretty deep in the senior singles yesterday, but ultimately going to the ESPN broadcast for the finals, Damon Dennis, Jimmy McGuffin are going to battle it out. That should be a good one. Coincidentally, I believe they are going to be partnering up next season with Philip Hayden's retirement. That opens up Damon Dennis as a free agent for a partner. Jimmy McGuffin just struggling this year to get a consistent partner. Man, I really felt bad for him.
Dude,
so
I'll say we were in with Chicago and we were just walking in. He was walking out.
Yeah, you too.
Like, how are you doing today?
Yeah,
heading home.
Remember that?
Heading home. I was like, oh, and broke my heart.
It's like, wait a minute.
Very unfortunate.
Heading home, you're going the wrong way. You got to turn around and get back in there.
Yeah, but you got to get your roster set for your doubles action for the betting line. So that changes everything whenever you switch partners last minute. So that's why he wasn't able to pick up a partner. It sucks, but it's understandable.
Slick on slick here on bags. Looks like we got an all slide and a Psycho. Can't tell if it's a Psycho X. Yeah, there you go. Little step out inside arm for Bill Hadley. He's going to try and collect that front corner. That corner's sitting about 5 o'clock. He wants to get a piece. That's perfect. He rotates the corner into the hole. That's going to set him up to collect that with his last bag. Perfect spot shot and speed to get the rotation. Oh, he kind of kicks right.
See if Gerald can miss it again. Oh,
it actually played the best case scenario. Ended up being a blocker and fell, so he gets 2 points out of that.
Gerald's last shot right before that, he snuck in without even touching Bill's bag. He immediately looks over to us, kind of wanted to see if we were saying something about it. And then the final shot, he went too far to the left, taps him in. It's hard to stay focused here on the broadcast court. It's a whole new element that a lot of players aren't used to. I've seen Gerald on the broadcast before, but obviously Bill and Bob very familiar with having the cameras on them.
Great experience. I mean, get yourself onto a broadcast court. I know it's going to be uncomfortable. You might even take an L or two because you're on a court and you're dealing with that extra pressure, but if your goal is to elevate your game and take it to the next level, put yourself on a camera, on a broadcast court if you can, because that experience is just priceless, and it'll go a long way. Good push up the center. BTB going to try and collect the left bag. He misses it. A little bank off the right, a work around the left, and he could earn himself 4 points here. Big bag 4 for Wayne.
Nicely done.
Got him.
He scored all 9 points so far on this end.
That's going to be a lead change. Big 4 points for Wayne here.
What up, Chase and Ryan? How you guys doing? Chase humping soda around St. Louis today, doing a little work, and we're trying to keep him occupied. That's what we do. We got you, brother. Opportunity here for Hadley. It has kind of been a little teeter-totter action. We got Wayne scoring on the left-hand side, Hadley scoring on the right-hand side. Miranda Coy and Courtney Coy up 17-2 in the background. And over there on the other court, Jennifer Robinson, Alexis Brenneman. Got Jackson Gore came over. He's excited to be teamed up with Ryan Wiedenfeld, man. He's telling me about his match. I'm like, I can't hear you. I'm commentating.
Wayne got 4 going the other way. His partner, Gerard, going to give those 4 points. Gerald Gray, he's going to give those 4 points right back. Center, level 1. Let's see what BTB does. That is a perfect back block. You're making your opponent move in the box. When you can make your opponent move in the box, you've kind of won that next round of shots. It's just going to get them out of their comfort zone. Inside arm, let's see if it pays off, and it does. That's going to pay off for BTB. He's going to look at Bag and Bill. What do you want to do? He said, what do you like?
I like that and one airmail.
He's giving him the option. He likes the airmail off the back. Backside. He likes the airmail backside. He does have a 4th bag. I don't mind a block here and then an airmail. He's going to go up now, and he hits it.
Did nick that front bag, though. Let's see how Wayne wants to play this.
So the step out didn't work in the previous bag for Wayne. Does that stay in his head? He's going to go back tight to the board. Stick side in the hand. That tells me he's probably going air or a back block or airmail. No push. He's going up.
Nicely done. Lands right on top. Doesn't have to be pretty. Just has to go in. He wanted to make sure he got a piece of it, but then you open it up for that push right there from Bob. Nicely done. It's a good round for both gentlemen over here on the left-hand side.
Nice set for BTB. He laid down a perfect back block, hits the airmail, cleans up on the push on bag 4. We got a good set of kind of all the shots you could see in this game right there from BTB. A little bit of a timeout in the huddle here, 12-9. Pretty close game here mid-match.
It's kind of a timeout out of turn.
Wayne and Gerald, the number 6 seeds coming out of the bottom right of this bracket. Bag and Bill and BTB, the 2 seeds. So Walter and Schrader, number 1 seed in this bracket. That's certainly how I would have shaped it out if I was just looking through the list. The 1 and 2 seed were kind of all chalk here, but Wayne and Gerald looking to upset 12-9. Jordan Power entering the building. He's looking for a little bit of a redemption. A player that has had a pretty good year. He just had a national he couldn't make due to some flight stuff. He's a player that's going to expect the most out of himself. So if you ask him, it's a disappointing year. He's a top 10 talent. He sees himself there. So I bet he's coming in focused.
Yeah, he's got Austin Kipple in the big blind draw. Looked like they were a pretty solid team, and then they just lost to Peyton Lopez and Joe Tyler Saladiner. And that was 2 matches away, so quarterfinal match there is where he goes to the loser's bracket. Kind of touching base, somebody asked earlier, with the PDC qualifier, Jacob Gore went 6-0, Brennan Ballard, Jackson Gore, Trey Baker, Tom Gorski all went 5-1. Chris Morrison, Mark Lopez, Tanisha Lashley, Adam Acton, Brandon Brown, and Brian Schramm went 4-2. If I'm not mistaken, we're taking 11, right?
Yeah, Brian
So
Schramm, as I understand it, was the last pull. So anyone below him there is not going to make the cut.
Yeah, Ryan Bishop came close, same record, just different point differential. That plus or minus matters. Missed it by 1 point.
Brian Schramm went 0-2 and had to rattle off 4 wins with big points to make him up. In his last game, he already knew he could only give up 11 points. And that's exactly what he gave up. Exactly what he was allowed to give up. So he went into that game saying, I have to win this, but I have to also only give up 11 points. And he pulled it off.
Nice. Speaking of players throwing, Kat Halpert playing today. Threw an 8.67 there in that last match with Carly Halbert. They won 21-3 over Elizabeth Selmeyer and Darian Carrion. So.
Big airmail coming here for Wayne on bag 4. He's left and short. He had a double drag on the hole, couldn't execute.
You get 3 out of it.
Gonna need those points here.
Tied up.
What a chance to really extend his lead. Missed opportunity. Slight half-foot step out. Bag and Bill's going to work around the left side. That is what you're going to get. He's going to use the whole friendliness, kind of slip in the back hole, 9 o'clock. I like a black. I was going to say that bag looks like it's going to go back block here to score. He's a little left. Do we get a step out outside arm for Gerald?
Hit the gap, kind of shark baited him on the right there. Bill's got the lane to collect points.
Perfect bag. Bullies off the back. Takes away that bumper on the side lane. Bag and Bill going to score points in this round and a chance to score big points. Does he go up? He doesn't have a cut shot, so it's going to be tough for him to work right to left. I see an airmail coming on that up camera. Is there anything hanging in the hole there, Wally?
He's got plenty of room. He lands short. He did try and land deep and cut around. He's going to get 3. Missed opportunity to get 5, though. I think the airmail was the play. But here's the shot that set it all up. He just went right in perfectly, bullied that bag off to the back right corner of the board. Goes in the hole nicely. That's what generated the points, and then a missed push from Gerald to collect the 3.
So in that case, that's where bag type matters. So there's 2 ways to slip into that right side. If you had like a carpet style bag or something that'll give you some shaping of shots, you would typically see a player tilt and move right to left. You're not going to get that as much from the Psycho X. Now I do see like a Gino DeLisa, one of the ACL pros, cutting those Psycho X's, but Bag and Bill just doesn't have that technique in his repertoire. So what he was doing is using the whole friendliness of that. He just wanted to catch a little bit of the bag on that 3 o'clock position. You get a foot to kind of grab the hole, and you kind of wrap and kind of work your way into the hole, and that's what he tried there.
Looks like the other bracket does have the king seat match set. Philip Hayden and Damon Dennis will take on Hasib Habibon and Ricky Jernigan.
Big push here for Wayne to get 2 points. A push for the 4-bagger, 12-10-2, and he's going to get it on bag 4. Big for Wayne. This game is super tight here, Wally.
Checking some PPRs right now. Wayne Corporate with a 10.4 on the left-hand side. Bill Hadley with a 10.8 on the right-hand side. They're kind of going back and forth. Gerald Gray and Bob Vonch with the 8.6, 8.7. I'm sorry, 8.8. 15-14 on the scoreboard. So kind of a little teeter-totter match going on here, Anthony.
Nice get, around 60% four-baggers for Bill Hadley. He is filling up the hole in this game, back tied to the board. Now, and not just a hole shot here, Wally. We're going to want to touch that bag on the right side. He wants to prevent the collect. Doesn't get the touch. Do we get a step out? A little bit. Now he's got 2 bags to work with. He can kind of walk it. Good walk. He's going to put a foot in the water. He's setting himself up here on bag 4. I don't mind a bag just short of the hole. If not, really work the left side. Don't touch that bag. Perfect. There's the short of the hole. He just earned himself 2 points.
Here's where he needs that cut, but it's pretty much the same shot. Just kind of slick side, push it out.
Oh, and it jams on him.
Not enough. So what happened there is Gerald's bag had enough resin in the hole already, so it kind of pinched whenever that push happened. Last time there was nothing in the hole. That's why he was able to push it behind the right side on the board. But I think Gerald got away with one there.
Quick peek at bracket A. Damon Dennis and Philip Hayden got the win. They're moving on to the king seat. Oh, you just went through that, didn't you, Wally?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Habibon.
You can go through the loser side.
Ricky Jernigan, though, man, I've been pretty impressed with this guy. I saw him play. He's not a pro, but saw him do some work in Open. I believe he has a senior singles Open championship this year in his back pocket. So we're talking about an amateur who's clearly pro caliber. That's going to be a tough matchup there. Habibon also can run bags all day, so they'll be tough going up against the reigning champs.
Ryan Wiedenfeld and Jackson Gore coming over here by us. 21-0 to get to the king seat match over Travis Clark and Ian Cripps. These boys are having fun right now. That's a great shot. Great job pushing him off of the hole. Even kind of pinched in that corner. There's no way Bob Vonch could have grabbed it now. We got ourselves another lead change.
Bob Vonch struggling a bit on his side.
Big blind draw bracket B. Dylan Turpin and Jason Chrysalis advance to the king seat match.
Bob Vonch, a negative 1.71 DPR. Bob Vonch giving up on average 1.7 points per round to Wayne. Wayne absolutely slaying it over here. That is the difference in the game right there.
Great job sneaking around. He's got that shot down. Coming back right to left, or left to right on the board. Similar to me. I can go left to right. I can't go right to left.
Baggin' Bill is hustling on his side of the board. He is carrying this team right now to get through this deep bracket matchup. And that's what's going to happen throughout the day. BTB could very well come into the next match and be the hot one and carry that team. But right now, Baggin' Bill saying, hey, I got you, buddy. I'm going to fill this hole up with the bag. Get in that hole a little bit right as I say that.
You hit the difficult shots and you missed the easy one to collect the 3 points. Let's take a look at this collect one more time from Bill. Oh, a little too far on that one. But Bill, nice job landing deep, cutting back left to right on the board, then a good collect from Gerald on the other side. Bob, first shot is in, tied 16-16.
Perfect side by side. I love that. That's a box out. So he took that block, bullied it, and took over the position. Just like basketball, almost like boxing someone out. He took over that position. Now he's looking to kind of touch it coming through, complete the bully. It does rotate it a little bit. That's going to be a tough collect for Wayne. He is inside arm. He did grab that bag a little bit earlier in that similar position. He's going to need it here to not give up two, and he chases it. BTB just going to go straight in the hole, working the left side. That's huge. Now Wayne has to go get his own collect. Has to be on to stay alive. Oh my gosh. No, that's a six. That's a six. Nothing went.
Wow. I could have swore he was going to collect. It was right on line. Looked like it had good speed. It just hit a little bit too much on the right-hand side and got hung up. A couple of people are saying the video feed is a little blurry. Just to let you guys know, it's on your end. We checked this out yesterday. You got to go into your YouTube settings to get that situated. But 196 of you guys, hold tight. We'll be right back with some more seniors action. I believe we do have the bracket championships up next. Philip Hayden and Damon Dennis and Hasiba Bebon against Ricky Jernigan for the king seat.
You were
in
cooking,
bracket A.
man. You were cooking. 10-9.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to court number 2. One thing you get in the seniors division that you don't get any other division, Anthony, is the friendliness. Hasib, Phillip, Damon Dennis all came over, giving us some love, telling us we do a great job. We love to hear it.
Solid guys all around. I mean, you can't just as good as people can get right there. I was talking to Double D. I said, hey, this is going to be number 6. 5 in a row World Doubles Championships.
Well, the one thing that they did not have in any of those 5 championships is a Ricky Jernigan. It's his first year playing, and he has came a long way. Man is a beast throwing them slick side game changers. This is your favorite type of match.
That is the scariest thing, man. You walk up to a board and you get someone over 50 and they're throwing slick side game changers, forget about it. You're going to lose. Ricky Jernigan, though, I believe he's an open singles senior champion as well.
Winter Haven, Florida. I believe that was his first open. And that was like the first time we had a huge crowd for singles, senior singles. And, man, he has got a whole bunch of supporters down there. He's starting to get into it. He's starting to travel a little bit more. Man's definitely gifted. I've seen him throw other type of bags as well, so he's not stuck just to the slick side game changers, but made a name for himself this year, one of the favorites.
These boys are doing work in bracket A. Again, this is going to be for the king seat. If we move down, who's left in the elimination side of this bracket A? Chucky Love and Jesse Henderson currently up 20-12 on Brett and Rod. The winner of that is going to get Bo Maggart, I messed that one up, and Michael Harris. Also still alive in that, Danny Martin and Clue Kite, as well as Terry Mathis and Jimmy McGuffin. So still quite a bit of work to do in the elimination side of this bracket A, but these boys are looking for that king seat, a cozy seat. They will get that spot and they will chill for a while. I'm going to guess at least 45, 50 minutes before they see that championship match.
All right, here we go. We are live. Starting things off on the right-hand side with Ricky and Philip. Philip rocking some new shoes today.
Let's go.
Went away from the boots, went to those Nikes, and what do we got here now, Anthony?
Man, the boots were fire, though.
These Asics. Shoes matter. Kat says, I don't care what he does the rest of the tournament, but if he makes that broadcast, he's got to wear the boots, she says.
Boots got to. We'll forgive him, with, hours and hours of qualification, probably something a little comfortable. But, for a 20-minute game on ESPN, we need the boots.
I'll say, if you're going to bronze a statue with Philip Hayden, it's going to be the boots. You're going to bronze the boots.
It's awesome.
God forbid you want to be comfortable while playing, Philip. We want the boots.
All 4 of these baggers are going to be running bags. Again, that's typically what we see at the senior division. A real, kind of a softy, lofty, use the whole friendliness, use the speed to their advantage. Typically seniors, man, they just crush the air mails. They're not going to do all this fancy stuff of cutting and rolling and slicing. They will chase the hole and they will air mail the crap out of you. Good get around. That's what a slick side GC can do. What does Hobby Bond typically throw? I don't feel like I've seen him throw GCs. Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if he throws the rubies or the Shazams. I think it's the rubies. One thing to note here is obviously Damon Dennis usually throws the game changers as well. They're throwing the All-Slide 2.0s. That's Philip Hayden's bag. Great collect.
Good bag. My first memory of Hobby Bond was during COVID. He was pretty active, dropping some... What'd he say?
We got some more scoreboard stuff going on over here.
Is that what he said?
He said, are you going to enter the score? He's like, oh, we do have it, huh? So, yeah, seniors and scoreboards. That's my theme for this week so far. Love to see it. How long does it take to have 2 guys enter 8-on-8? Well, they didn't scoreboard the first round either. Got some smiles on the faces, some scores in the score system. We're ready to rock and roll, even though we're technically in round 3.
Yeah, Hobby Bond again was active during the COVID time. Really dropped a bunch of content on when we were doing all those, virtual ghost games and virtual tournaments and stuff. He was pretty active, so I got to see what kind of a game. If I remember correctly, I feel like he was throwing in his living room or in his house or something, down a hallway or something. But yeah, he can fill up the hole. There's for sure.
So we got to get somebody to do scoreboard over there. All right, 4-0.
Dennis and Hayden throwing Dennis's bags. Although they are partners, they do throw a different style bag. We know Damon Dennis loves the slick side of that GC. He's actually going to be throwing Hayden's all slides. Hayden just absolutely lethal with those all slides. Those blue all slides gave me nightmares for a while. I actually played Hayden when I was a pro back in the day. Literally put just about every bag in the hole. It was I don't know. I want to say it was like a 12-round game. It wasn't long. But he didn't miss. And it was 21-0, Wally. I just got rolled.
I was feeling really good. I drew John Fuentes at that big blind draw that we had in Kentucky. Me and John Fuentes were trucking, throwing the cat sabotages, and then ran into Philip Hayden. And I was like, Philip Hayden's throwing Vipers. I was like, dude, we can beat Philip Hayden if he doesn't have his bag in his hand. 11.43 against us, so I was wrong. The man's elite with anything. That first bag is off the back of the board, though. Wish I would have seen that in Kentucky, but...
Yeah, Hayden gave me a few 10s. You know, I want to say it was just like 2 10s where I could have squeaked a couple points out, and I couldn't. I asked him, I said, hey, what's the most bags you've ever thrown in a row? This one's actually pretty impressive. Philip Hayden, most bags in a row. What do you think his personal best is?
My immediate thought was like 62.
That's pretty damn close. He said 70.
Jeez. I know Ruben apparently has the record, according to himself, 80 in a row on the live feed? Or on a recorded session?
Yeah, I did see that actually in fast play.
Yeah.
That was hilarious because it's like this quick, the fast play is quickly running down, but it was awesome. But yeah, he just filled the hole up. Exactly. You had to hit a couple drag bags and some pushes to kind of keep it alive. But yeah, man, that was an awesome run going up.
Nice shot. Good collect. At least I think that was his bag. Just caught the last little glimpse of it, but either way, it's pretty much every little square inch of that hole. Damon answers. Hasib checks to see if he's got a bag left. He is going up. Final shot lands short. And that's why Double D shot his airmail there instead of going for the push. He wants to collect these 3 right now. Extend this lead. 9. Oh, we got a leaner.
Double D hitting the 3rd bag airmail, leaving the block in play. He didn't go and get those bonus points, but really a good set. I mean, that's the aggressive play. Going over your blocker with an airmail, that's going to force your opponent to do the same or back up. Just couldn't complete the push, but a good set for Double D.
Annette Tedder and Allison Peters, 13. Cheyenne Renner and Sarah Cassidy, 19 over on court number 1. Ultra Court, are they up and running yet? No, I think they'll be here later on today, if I'm not mistaken. I keep thinking, I'm like you now. I can't remember what day of the week it is.
Yes, it's all running together, man.
Today's only Wednesday.
Airmail looks like the clear choice.
Hit the pile and actually kind of leaves that block there.
And it was sitting slick side, that GC, slick side GC, sitting in that 5 o'clock position.
Yep, 4th bag. No chance to push in after that, though. The viewer count is right in the way of the scoreboard. Well, I will update you guys as much as I can. 7-5, Philip and Damon in the lead over Hasib and Ricky.
Back 2 out to the right, a chance to go get 2 for Double D. He's going to stay up the middle. A block with the slick side of that GC for Hobby Bond. DD, like, what was that?
It pains him. It pains him when people block him.
We're going to get a step out. What does Double D have that's really nice here? Believe it or not, yeah, Double D has a cut with a fast floppy bag. Good bag, and he came up a little short, but you're okay with that. That's nice about the cut. If you're on mark, you're going to make your cut. If you're short, you'll end up in that block position.
You're an all-slide 2.0 thrower, right?
Yeah, I've been messing around. With those.
Is that slick side? With the all-side logo on top, that's the slick side? So I kind of feel like he could have cut that sticky side, but it looked like he went slick side on that cut.
Yeah, the all-side logo should be the slick side. I couldn't remember in mine, lightning bolts. I don't know if they all have the lightning bolts, but I always remember lightning bolts as fast. I just couldn't remember if it was.
Yours are 2.0s or just regulars?
Oh, regulars. I thought we were. Are those all 2.0s?
These are 2.0s.
Oh, those are 2.0s.
Yeah, so they have a stickier stick.
Oh, yeah,
side.
that definitely sat like a 2.0.
But I do think he tried the slick side cut there. I think he could have landed a little bit deeper on sticky side and possibly made that cut a little bit harder.
Yeah, that is the slick side. That's a slick side choice. So it looks like it still has the lightning bolts on that side. I don't have an up camera, so I can't see what's going on there, but
Uh-oh, Ricky knew he missed it. Again, this is Bracket A. Over in Bracket B, Tom Walter and Steve Schroeder will take on Bill Hadley and Bob Vonch for that King Seat match. That'll be next. Seniors doubles action today.
Hayden giving those points back. He had a point in his hand, went right, gave it up. Hayden with a much more fluid release. Jerdigan does kind of have this like little snap at the end.
So later on action today at 3 o'clock, we have the Open Teams event. Teams will consist of 6 players with no more than 2 pros or PDC players. Each matchup will be the best of 3 doubles matches, so basically I got to win two of those doubles matches to win. It's a bracket format. And then 9 o'clock, man, Stevie Awards.
Stevie
Let's
Awards.
go.
We're going to get the MVP, Rookie of the Year, Breakout Player of the Year. Those are going to be your big 3, and then there's some other awards. Iron Man of the Year. We got Director of the Year. There's quite a few. It's going to be hosted by Bernie Neighbors and Jeff McGarriger.
Yeah, my buddy Pat Macbeth, he's been keeping track of his games the entire season. He tried really, really hard. Played over 1,000 games. I was lying to him. I said, no, you're not even close, man. I said, top guy has like 1,500 games. He's like, what, how? And I was lying. I have no idea. I was just messing with him. It pained him that he didn't think he was going to get that award. I talked to Trey yesterday. He's in the top 3, so he is nominated.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure that means if he's number 1, number 2, or number 3 or what, but I think just getting your name mentioned at Stevie Awards with thousands and thousands of players is kind of an honor in its own. Look forward to seeing what he can do in the qualifier Sunday, as long as it's not against me. That's the other thing, too, man. There's thousands and thousands of players here. It seems like your first round is always going to be against somebody you don't want it to be.
Right.
Like, you don't want to squash somebody else's dreams, and you also don't want to lose.
So just a fun stat for you. When you're typically doubled up on your partner, and in this case, we almost have a double up, right? 11-6. That's typically what a 1 DPR looks like. So if you're throwing a 1 DPR, you're scoring on average 1 more point than your partner. Now, that's not for everything, because you could get into 40-round games, but typically you'll see yourself close to doubled up on the scoreboard. And just as a measuring point, Double D was the highest DPR in the league in the pro division last year. Throughout the entire season, he averaged a .8 DPR through his entire pro season. That was number 1. And we have something similar this year with Mark Richards. He's number 1 with I want to say it's like a .84, .85, somewhere in there.
That was a good shot from Hasib. Kind of bullies Damon out to the right and then creates a lot of chaos in front. Double D decides to block that push. That's the right play. Hasib has the lane. The only thing is Double D's bag is on that back left corner.
He threw that back block, Wally, with the slick side of that all slide.
And I don't mind that because that's what he's familiar with.
That is what he's familiar with. It's so hard to throw a block.
It's better to be accurate than sticky.
I literally could not throw a slick side block with a GC or an all slide. Same material, right? The all slide and the GC are going to have this. Not going to happen.
So I would always throw slick side blockers with Vipers, series Vipers. So I'm familiar with the slick side. It's pretty much. I don't know how to explain it. You slow your arm speed down a little bit. It's pretty much the same shot.
Well, here's a little bit of a science for you. So for those that throw a flat bag, your bag speed on the board is going to be higher. When you impact with that slick side, let's see how this plays out first.
Big collision takes him Basically a 2 for
Push
1
for a
there.
wash? Is that what we got here? Double D looking at the push for 10s?
He's got to collect for 10, yep. Yeah, Hasib threw a low line drive, hits the pile perfectly, collected a 2 for 1.
Bag.
Good round. Good round.
Good hit for Double D to save the wash. He's like, I'm just going to stay away from this tablet.
Seniors and scoreboards. That's my theme. I love it. But yeah, go ahead back to the slick side flat bag speed.
So if I throw the same bag, same loft, same spot, same speed, if my bag is flat, it will carry further on the board if it wasn't flat. If I had a front tilt, back tilt, side tilt, you're just going to get different speeds. So for those flat bag throwers, it's definitely harder to pull the string and stop a bag on the board on a block, especially on the slick side. Now, someone like Tony Smith, it's completely different physics because that damn thing skips to the hole. So it's not even touching the board probably half the time. It's kind of jumping. So it's in air. It spends time in the air where it's not actually slowing down with contact. So his situation completely different.
Yep. There's my one awkward knuckle replay for the day, so I'm off the hook. I fulfilled my contract. But yeah, that's the one thing with me is that's why I'm allowed to throw the slick side blocker because my bag is nowhere close to flat. So
yeah, a little bit easier to slow it down. Yeah.
I land a little bit to the left and let it kick back to the right center hole. Hasib off to the left and out of play. Double D kind of takes away his own lane.
Love the side-by-side there, Wally. One of the most underrated shots. You have to be able to control bag on board speed to get a side-by-side. The better there than in thing.
Yeah,
good bag.
That's a great shot. But if you looked at that overhead shot right before that, you would see that it actually bunches Damon's bag up, making Damon's bag a little bit skinnier for the push. So it had to be very accurate on that one. Nicely done.
Big shot fear here for Hobbybon. He wants to collect on that left side. That is a slick side of a GC. If he gets a piece, it could go. It's walking.
He's out of ammo.
If he doesn't throw it, he takes a 1. He's looking to Hayden. Is that going to fall?
I think he's got room.
Hayden saying you got to go in with it. Going in with it gives him 2 points.
Yeah, he's calling for the normal shot. He had the situation last night in singles. Going board gives you 2 points. Pushing it in gives you 2 points.
Or not throwing it gives you 1. So here's a throw to get that extra point to sit on 13 for Double D. And that's okay. That's the same as going with it.
I say that's a good miss. If you're going to miss, you got to pinch it. You got a little bit more to the left. That's a 10-on-10 wash. A little bit more to the right. I think it actually would have fallen. See the Cornhole Cowboys made his way here to Worlds. The youngster over there to the left. We got the sniper over to our right. We're almost at capacity. We're going to have, I think, one more day, and then everyone's going to start piling in tomorrow. This place is going to be packed.
Should see Ricky just punch through all this. He could come out of this with a 12-10-2. He's coming through hot slick side. Oh, he's deep and right, Wally.
Not only that, his bag on the left didn't fall either. So
oh, my gosh.
3.
That's worst case scenario.
We have seen him be a little inaccurate to the right, and that's what's happening. So Ricky, I don't know if you remember or not, he's one of these players that he throws with his right and left foot forward in a match during singles. Depends on what side of the board he's on. He'll throw either right foot or left foot forward.
The old Sarah Cassidy syndrome. She does the same thing. She will always keep herself open to the board. So meaning her front foot is always the outside foot. So that I don't know, let's say your belt is board side, not your back.
You got to look right here at both these guys. So right now, Hasib, left foot outside. Actually, Damon steps up with his left foot, but yeah, Hasib's left foot is what you're talking about, outside.
There you go. Yeah, so Hobbybon is presented to the board. He's open to the board instead of his back being to the board. Sarah Cassidy will switch that on both sides, so she's always presented open to the board. That was a missile coming in for Hobbybon. He came low and slick side, tried to kind of dump his bag on the backside. That's going to set up Hobbybon for an airmail. He is throwing an airmail on bag 4. Double D knowing that. He's going to make a decision off of the assumption Hobbybon is going to throw an airmail.
He's fighting right now. He's going to shoot it, so why not just shoot it, he says. Basically, it's a long story short. There's a lot of words exchanged. Probably pushing that 20-second time limit, but he'll be okay. Expect a roll shot. How about that?
Double D going up.
Misses to the right.
Hey, he's on the miss, though, he didn't knock Hobby-Bon in.
That's a situation there. Even though these guys throw together all the time, they disagreed on it. I think Damon just wanted to go board.
Jernigan saying if you hit the pile, it's going to go. But a clean airmail, he's coming in hot. Oh, he gets the clip. A kamikaze. He sacrifices that bag, gets the clip.
I like the airmail there. I don't like the push. That's a Eric Davis blow up the pile, see what happens shot. The seed misses a little too far to the right and deep.
I just like the normal airmail. Having a hard time figuring out this scoreboard. They all know what it should say. It's just actually getting it inputted.
Oh, yeah, that's the correct score, I think. 17-8.
Oh, a chance to get two. He comes in hot. Sitting at 17-8. Hayden trying to close this up with 4 points.
I'm going to need Ricky Jernigan to ask down to Hasib, should I knock that off the back? Kind of like Damon Dennis
Yeah,
did.
no doubt. Should I go and knock that off?
How many times is he going to get to do it against the creator of the shot? Let's see, is that going to be, it's a wash? 8-on-8? Yeah. Score remains 17-8. Catching you guys up on some other scores in the losers bracket. We got Bo Maggart and Michael Harris, 8. Chucky Love and Jesse Henderson, 10. Danny Martin, Klugheit waiting for the winner of Terry Mathis and McGuffin versus Dewey Smith and Helms. Mathis McGuffin up 15-1 over there. That is in the A bracket. Over in the B bracket, we got Wayne Corprew and Gerald Gray, 20-7 over Brent Dikery and Gary Long. On the other side, Big Bert Blackwell and David Simmons will take on Michael Henry and Harris Henry. Had a nice run yesterday from Michael and Harrison singles.
Should get a push here from Double D. Just kind of bump the pile. Perfect. Bumps the pile. Gets one on the backside. He's got his 2 sitting on 17. So he's thinking, I'm on 19 right now. How can I go get those extra 2 points? We should see Hobby-Bon blow up this pile too. There is a string hanging off that game changer. It's bothering me big time. It's about a 3-incher just kind of sailing. It's like a little
tail,
little
like a
tail
kite
in the wind.
So this is a situation here where if Damon Dennis wants to blow up the pile, I think he can. I think he needs to go right at his front bag.
So if his goes, Hobby-Bon's going to go. I think you just lay up. That's a good bag. Now that's going to force Jernigan liking a hard push up the middle. I kind of feel like it's a 1-for-1, but let's see what happens. Nothing goes. How
this
does
side rolled?
Nothing goes. Is that 2? That's going to be a 2. Double D. And Hayden sitting on 19. 2 more points. This is going to be for the king seat for bracket A. If they get this match, they are sitting for 1, 2, 3, 4 different matches. So they're going to be sitting for a minute. Now, granted, those matches are being played out into the main field, but we would have 4 layers of the bracket to get back to this king seat. That could be it right there. Jernigan in the dirt. That's going to be a done deal. Hayden really just locking it up here on the board. Damon Dennis and Philip Hayden going to get this king seat match win. They're going to sit around and wait for a winner coming out of the elimination bracket here of bracket A. Their world championship run still alive. Welcome back to the 2022 World Championships here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We're going to continue our seniors doubles action. 4 ACL pros making their way here to court 2. We are deep into these seniors brackets. Let's take a look here. This is going to be for the king seat of bracket B. Tom Walter and Steve Schrader going up against Bill Hadley and Bob Vaunch. These boys very familiar with each other in the pro division through the singles events. So we'll see how this doubles event shakes out here.
All ultra matchup. Got Derek Singleton joining us to the right-hand side over there.
USAC national champ. He's got the gold. He's still wearing his gold medal, Wally. It's been like 3 days.
These guys are living a high life, man. It was an easy matchup, but he only had to play other Michigan people, you know?
Other Michigan people.
It's like a competitive championship with Michigan people in the final, right? I've already upset Canada. I might as well upset Michigan while I'm at it, right? I love you all, whether you like it or not.
All right, outside of this king seat match, 3 other teams still alive. Michael Henry, Harris Henry, one of the squads. Big Bert, we saw him, Big Bert Blackwell, and David Simmons still alive. And we got Wayne Corprew and Gerald Gray. We also saw them early on this broadcast. Those make up all the teams left in bracket B of seniors doubles.
All right, looks like Steve is inputting some numbers in the scoreboard, so we are ready to roll. Allie's first bag is deep off the back of the board. Tom Walter capitalized at least with the first shot. Looks like big blind draw actions getting ready to start up the king seat match. Dylan Turpin and Jason Grisales taking on Reggie Reeks and Fisher Hamilton on court 72. Over in bracket A, Jackson Gordon, Ryan Wiedenfeld up 4-0 over Zach Kaiser and Brennan Ballard. That's on court 89. That's your king seat for bracket A. Okay, those weren't live, so I thought those were live. I was like, Hadley's first shot off the back of the board, but we are ready to roll down on this end, starting things off with Bob Vaunch and Steve Schrader.
At the same time, we have the women's doubles event firing up as well. Over in bracket A, a 2-bracket event. Cheyenne Renner and Sarah Cassidy in the queen seat match against Courtney Coy and Miranda Coy. The winner of that will take over that queen seat. Still alive in the elimination side of that, Annette Tedder and Allison Peters teaming up for that event. Caitlin Ham and Maddie McBride doing work through that elimination side. Daniela Luna, Wendy Selmeyer, a couple pro ladies partnering up, going up against Jennifer Robinson and Alexis Brenneman. That cut off. That actually cut off. I lost the last 3 letters, so I guessed.
I think Lalu and Wendy lost early for a team that was just thrown together yesterday. I know we were sitting at the tent, the Vortex tent, and Ashley, I forget her last name, Skolik, I think, just went into the HQ, found herself a partner, signed up, and had a nice little start to their tournament today.
Let's go.
Yeah. I like questions where you have people that don't know each other. Are you any good? I was the number 2 female in Arkansas.
All right, we can partner up.
Yeah,
we'll give it a run.
We'll be all right. And then there's always that dreaded question. What bags do you like to throw? And you're pretty much either thinking carpet or fast, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I like a fast bag. And they're like, oh, thank God. That's why I like throwing a lot of different bags, though. I like to be well diverse. I don't even like throwing my own bags in blind draws anymore.
I'm the opposite. I do not like throwing a lot of different bags.
Well, all the collabs I've done, man, I gotta throw them all at least once, so I don't have much time after that.
Give you a quick peek at bracket B for the women's doubles while they're firing this up. This is an interesting one. Sitting in the queen seat, Deborah Odom and Tegan Owens. 2 very different style plays. Now they both are going to throw a carpet bag, so that could be coming into play. Tegan Owens out of Cali has a really decent dirty bag, and she's an up-and-coming player, really starting to make some moves, going up against the world reigning champs, Samantha Finley and Rosie Streaker. That's going to be your queen seat of bracket B. If I just drop down, what ladies do we have left? It looks like we got about 4 ladies, 5 maybe. Megan Moppin and Kaylee Hunter taking an L, but they're still alive there in the elimination bracket, waiting for the winner of Emily Downer and Lexi Hugeback. They'll be an interesting amateur matchup. They're going to be fire. Both ladies with open championships in their back pocket. Downer winning it in doubles. Hugeback winning it in women's singles. You also got Allison Baldwin and Amber Gross doing some work. And Kimberly Jenk and Kelly Jenkins. Let me see if that's 2 Jenkins.
Yeah, they're both Jenkins.
Okay, it cut off. Double Jenkins. Those are all the ladies making up your bracket B here in women's doubles.
SGJ Gaming on point with the fleekable look of Bob Vonch. Says always has that barbecue dad drip.
I love that.
Ain't lying. Got the New Balance rocking nice and bright.
Nice. It's a good bag from Walter. It's going to make Bag and Bill think a little bit. You know, he's got the airmail to drag. He's already scoring 4 if he just kind of puts a bag front side, because if Walter shoots the airmail, he's going to drag him. Not a bad choice. Tries to work around the right side, leave that block in play.
I don't really think there's an airmail shot here, do you?
Best case scenario, a hard push up the middle, get the 2 for 1. Endis minimizing points. He's going to go. Oh, he followed Bag and Bill out to the left. Worst case.
Go board there, you give up 3. You shoot that airmail, you drag him, it's 9-on-6, you give up 3.
Yeah.
You hit it clean, you only give up 1, but I don't think the risk was there.
And then you've got the hard push up the middle, which is, I just don't think that shot is in his skill set. We don't see a lot of hard pushers in the senior division. I mean, it requires some heat.
Tom is one of the harder throwing seniors, though.
I would say, yeah, that's a good point.
The accuracy on that hard double bag push, and they were back-to-back, too, so it would have been really hard.
Real hard. Oh, that's like a Jamie Graham, or I remember that push by Jamie Graham. Oh, it was like twice as hard as that setup on the ESPN broadcast. Coincidentally, against Bag and Bill, who's over here with his partner Doug Zaft.
I'm going to have to bring a radar gun. It seems to be the topic of conversation lately. Who throws the hardest bag?
That'd be awesome.
Something new. Always something new to watch, right?
I would put Eric Davis in that category. Jamie Graham. I think Tony Smith can wing a bag in really hot. Yeah, that would be interesting to see what those things are clocked at.
I think I got one at home for the kiddos' softball. I just got a text the other day, man. It might be spam. I'm not sure. But it was somebody inviting my daughter to play on the U.S. team in Paris. Or not Paris, somewhere in Europe. I was like, man, I'm like honored, you know? But at the same time, I was like, this could be spam.
Yep.
Because she has been invited to play all across the country.
Is that Hennessy rocking the inside of the event center on an electric scooter?
Yeah, you see his backpack? You see it?
Is it the battery pack?
That's the LED backpack that's got pictures of Trey Birchfield and Alex Rawls and Lucky Bags on it.
Stop playing.
He's a walking billboard, bro.
That is funny. That is funny. I got a Ryan Smith sighting. Ryan Smith making his way through the event center.
That man has had an unappreciated year. He won an Open in Rhode Island. He's been shooting very, very well. Has the singles and the doubles for the shootouts. And I just feel like he's not getting the recognition he deserves this year.
Who contended him in Rhode Island?
I think it was Tony Smith.
Was it Tony Smith?
Mike Ferreira had a good run.
There was 3 ACL pros there?
There's a lot of... Rhode Island was stacked.
Was it the stacked one?
Rhode Island had the most attendees of the whole season, I believe.
Let's go.
But,
yeah, that's a big win if you're stacked up like that.
Here, Hunter Thorne threw very, very well in that one. That was kind of the emergence of Hunter Thorne. He double-dipped Noah Wooten to get to his spot. But I think it was Tony Smith, Ferreira, Ryan Smith, and Thorne that made it out.
That's a nasty get around right side. Slip in. Schrader with the push. Going to keep that score on 8s. We need a third mic.
You got somebody? Oh,
get Singleton up in here.
Let's see if I got one. I got one somewhere.
We get the pro analysis.
I think you guys had it the other day for the Here I got a headset. Oh, that's not the one. You guys had it the other day for the around the ACL. Didn't you do the ACL here live?
Oh, yeah, we did do it here, yeah.
I think Trey took it back, though.
No worries. Derek is okay with that. He's giving me the cut sign, like, we're good.
He's over there just munching on his sweet tart ropes.
Sweet tart ropes. I've never seen those before.
They're phenomenal, bro. You might want to steal one real quick. They're good.
Should get a push right up the middle here with Bag and Bill. He's got a fourth bag in his hand. Doesn't need it all at once. A replace works good. That works fine.
There they fell.
He's okay with that.
And there it is, the back block struggle. That's a hard shot, man.
A push to earn 2 points for Bag and Bill. Oh, he's deep.
It's your fault. You gave him the compliment, said he was on fire. You can't give these pros compliments. They get big heads.
Previous game, Bag and Bill, the standout player on the court, certainly carrying BTB through that win. BTB looking to say, all right, I'm going to get you on this one, buddy. I'm going to bring the heat. We'll take a quick look at stats. And we'll take a look at stats in a little bit. Let's let a couple rounds pile up.
Over in the loser side, Wayne Corporal and Gerald Gray advanced, waiting for the winner, Big Burt, David Simmons, and then the Henry brothers. Henry brothers currently up 17-7 there. Terry Mathis and Jimmy McGuffin advanced. They're currently up 4-0 over Danny Martin and Klue Kite. Down to the final 8 or 9 teams, I think.
BTB turning things around here in this game. Like I was saying, you could trade that off with your partner. You're going to get hot at different times. BTB definitely hot right now, throwing a 10-5. 75% four-baggers.
It's kind of what you want in a tournament. There's pretty much give and take the entire step of the way, and then you're just hoping for that one game where you're both on at the right time in the bracket.
Big facts.
I actually never forget, I teamed up, last minute throw together team. Speaking of that, me and Randy Jones teamed up. Had a tournament, we went there, set up the boards, kind of just there to hang out. We were like, you want to throw together? Sure, why not? And, man, he struggled. But I was locked in the entire tournament. And then I said, I don't need
Oh, my gosh. Do you see this? Sorry, Wall. You see this?
It's moving.
Oh, there it goes.
It's moving, it went in. But, yeah, I said, I don't need you for any of these games. I need you for the finals. And then I fell off in the finals, and my man stepped it up, bro.
Nice.
He threw 6 12-packs to win the championship. And we're just a little throw-together team. I love stuff like that. So, yeah, we got pretty much everything starting to shape up for the broadcast on Sunday. Women's bracket starting to finalize itself. Seniors doubles finalizing itself. I didn't get a chance to stay yesterday. Cheyenne Renner versus who for the women's finals?
Let's see. That would have been
It's Connie, right?
Connie Altice.
Connie Altice.
It was it was Cheyenne Renner and Samantha Finley.
Yeah, she beat Samantha
And
Finley.
Connie Altice
Beat Cameron Belvin, I think.
Cameron Belvin. Good call. Yep.
So she beat Cameron Belvin to advance. That was a great battle.
Cameron looked good all day, and she was the first half of that match against Altice. They were both fire, and then Altice just kind of squeaked a few out at the end. It was close, deep.
Yeah, so she was stroking. So, yeah, that broadcast will be on Sunday. Sunday's a stacked day, man. Doors open at 8. Pro Qualifier Group 1 at 9. ESPN broadcast for doubles finals and women's doubles finals at 12. Pro Qualifier Group 2 at 1:30. ESPN 3 broadcast at 2:30 will have women's singles, seniors doubles, and co-ed double finals. 3 o'clock, we got the Rock Hill Fire versus the Rock Hill Police Departments, and then 6 p.m., the Pro Qualifier Finals. Somewhere around 10:30, maybe 11 p.m., nap time.
Nappy time?
Nap time. First time in 19 days, I think, however long we're here for. This thing only says day 10, but I
don't
feel
think
like
it's that long.
I feel like we're already on day
17?
10. No, today is only day 5. Halfway there.
Bag and Bill in to match the four-bagger to keep this one at 10-13. Oh, he's short and left.
He's got a little case of the fourth bag yips right now.
Look like a use to that linen stick side. I believe that's like a linen style stick side. You're the bag expert. Have to rely on you.
It's like a, I only know what it's familiar to. It's familiar to the Victory and the Carnage. It's like a probably mid-tier 6 speed. Checking up on the big blind draw action, Dylan Turpin and Jason Chrysalis, 13-4. Dylan is voted for a breakout player, right? Or nominated for breakout player.
Who dat?
Dylan Turpin.
Yes.
And then on the other bracket, of course, Jackson Gordon, Ryan Wiedenfeld take down the king seat, 21-12.
Of course.
So Brendan Ballard.
Why is it of course?
Well, I mean, they've only given up 4 points the whole tournament.
He's repowering up some calories. Looks like he's tearing up a Chick-fil-A. He's like, I need some calories. I just did some work.
We were talking about Lori Dool yesterday. She was over there snacking on some, quick, where are they, Crustables?
Crustables, yeah. She got those stacked in there.
What's your go-to tournament food?
You know, I typically eat before. I don't eat during a tournament.
Really? So
yeah.
you're one of the people we're talking about. Like, you got to stay, nutrition and hydrated the entire day. I've been doing the cashews and the Powerades. That's been my go-to. Justin Stranger in the building. Haven't seen him all week. I've seen his dad, though.
Walter and Schrader, the favorites coming into this one, the number 1 seed. So we're kind of all chalk here. Number 1 versus the number 2 seed. Chance to sneak 3 out of this. On that right side, sneak in.
I want to see him turn that bag over.
Yeah, it just feels like that stick size just not giving him any juice. It's cost him in the 4th bag in the last 2 rounds. That's basically 4 points sitting out there.
Tom Walter actually also nominated for a breakout player. He's had a very strong season.
Schrader cooking. A 1.1 for DPR. 11.14 PPR. Now that's only 7 rounds, but still 7 rounds at 11.14 is impressive. All 10s and 12s with more 12s. 57% 4-baggers.
Bob wants to attack Steve's bag here to kind of spin his back one in. He misses too far to the left. It might come back, though. And it does.
Fist pump for BTB. He was eyeballing that back bag. No points. Bag and Bill got to get going here. He was the hot one in the last match out of the 4 players. He was the hottest. Currently throwing a 9.14. Now he is out throwing his opponent, Walter, so he's got a positive DPR here. But here's where Hadley, who threw a 10-2 in the previous game, if he's throwing a 10-2 right now, you would put 7 more points on the board. It would be 18-17 if he was throwing the same bags as the last match.
I believe next match on the broadcast court will be Michael Henry and Harris Henry taking on Wayne Corprew and Gerald Gray.
I don't like going in here. I want to sit front.
Mark Pryor in the air watching on the YouTube on his way here.
That's it. Bag game. Tom Walter and Steve Schrader are going to take the king seat of bracket B. Bill Hadley and Vance are going to drop down to the losers final, awaiting one more game. One more game down there, and that game is going to be set. We're down to the last few here in seniors doubles.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here on court number 2, we're getting rid of Anthony Ione. We're bringing in Bernie Neighbors.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't remember which one it is. There it is.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
Job.
Yeah, one job. Already messed it up. That's what you get when you get me. Anthony Ione's giving you critical commentary, amazing analysis. 5 seconds in, one mistake already.
We'll all settle for this B squad any day.
I'm all about it, man. I missed you this week. I feel like I've been here a week already. It's only Wednesday.
I've seen you walk by quite a few times.
Yeah, I've been down in court 1.
That's what I was trying to figure out what day we're on. I thought it was day 19, but looking at the calendar, we're only on day 5. Only day 5.
I know, because you forget we had USA Cornhole all weekend.
I was here for that one. I came late Saturday. Did a little last-minute impromptu broadcasting.
So who we got here? This is my first time on senior singles this weekend. So
all right,
senior doubles, excuse me.
Close to us, rocking the Cornhole Coastal T-shirt, we got Gerald Gray. Right-hand side in the blue jersey, we got Wayne Corprew.
What bracket are we in?
Far side, gentlemen, we have Harris Henry and Michael Henry, some brothers, here in the seniors doubles B bracket. Winner of this one will take on Bob Vonch in the losers bracket final. Over in the king seat, Tom Walter and Steve Schroeder came in as the 1 seed. They have to be double dipped.
Wow.
Doubles bracket A, I'll give you $1 if you can guess who's in the king seat.
I haven't been paying attention to senior doubles at all. I've been mired. Not mired, but I've been buried in women's doubles all day.
I'll save my money then. It's Philip Hayden and Damon Dennis.
Oh well,
you could have guessed.
I could have guessed it, but I didn't want to be that guy.
In the losers bracket, we got Hasiba Bebon and Ricky Jernigan waiting for the winner of Bo Maggart and Mike Harris, or Terry Mathis and Jimmy McGuffin. That score is 13-8.
I like that Terry Mathis Jimmy McGuffin couple, as far as a team.
They're a couple.
Well, you know what I mean. As a team. Jimmy's had quite the struggle this year, finding people to play with consistently. It's been a struggle. Had to go through some operations physically. Teammates dropping off left and right. Rough year for my man, Jimmy McGuffin.
Not fair. And
not fair at all.
Sad thing is, he didn't ask me to play one time.
Well, seniors, I don't think you're quite there yet.
Yeah, I don't know if the ACL app is working yet, Tim. I'm telling you right now, though, I got 2 things going for me in seniors. I'll explain that in a second.
Okay.
But I don't know if the ACL
younger?
app is working. But we are on the YouTube right now. We have some issues with the stream keys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys joining us on YouTube, though.
It's always exciting.
We are in Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's one thing on YouTube. You get these nicknames.
Yeah.
This guy's a war child.
War child.
So, like, if I was on Facebook, I'd be like, hey, Tom, we're at the South Carolina Rock. Here, I don't want to be like, hey, war child, we're in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
War child.
But
bring in the pain.
No, 2 things I got going for me in seniors. One, I throw a nice, high, lofty, fast bag.
Okay.
So I already fit the bill there.
Fit the mold. Yeah.
And my body cracks and aches every single morning.
Amen.
So, I mean, I'm practically there. I'm just waiting on the driver's license to catch up.
Fortunately or unfortunately, I actually qualify. Well, is it 55 and over?
There's only one thing that you don't do that you have to do in the seniors division, though, and that's throw bags.
Well, that's true.
I haven't seen you throw a bag yet.
Yeah, it's just not an impressive sight. And one day,
Trust me, that's what I want.
one day, I'm going to bring it out for people just so they can enjoy it and have a laugh.
Let me know. I'll be there to broadcast it.
One day, it will happen. It will probably require a great number of sport sodas for that to happen.
So it doesn't look like we got zeros on the scoreboard just yet.
Man, I sat down here where Anthony was. Anthony was like a mile away from you.
Yeah, he likes to see that board. Can you see that board over there?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, the monitors play a part. Eventually, the B Squad commentary booth will have enough monitors to satisfy the co-commentator.
It's nice to be in the middle of the building. I feel like I've just been pushed against that wall all week. I've missed all the excitement, so to speak.
It has been exciting, man. We've had some good matches. Seniors division's a lot of fun, man. I love watching the personalities.
Yeah.
I think we might be serious bags
Yep.
now.
I mean, they're as competitive as anyone else, but they've lived enough of a life to know it's not life and death.
Yeah, he meeshed that one right off the back. 7-on-3 currently, and that's a great push.
Big bag. Does that get him 3? Watch out. You got Cobbs in the way, scorekeeping. That's never good.
No, that's actually very good in the seniors division when they
anyone.
Yeah.
Put someone under the age of 21 on the tablet.
Just hope he can stay focused enough not to play Candy Crush or whatever the youngsters are playing nowadays.
Whatever the kids are doing these days.
I don't know if you know this or not, but it is probably a good idea to have professional scorekeepers
Well,
the later on we get in tournaments.
I hear that, but I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm being dead serious when I ask this.
I'm going to say no.
Give me the sport that has professional officials where they have not made mistakes. I'll wait.
Well,
it doesn't exist.
Even the score zone by robots is messing up.
It does not exist.
Yeah.
NFL officials make mistakes. The replay officials make mistakes. I promise you, there is not a human endeavor on this earth before and after us as we exist where mistakes are not made. That doesn't mean it's okay.
I strategically make my purposeful actions look like mistakes sometimes just to get the chat talking, you know?
Yeah,
Other than that, I'm flawless.
And, you know, I will say one other thing, and it's not meant as a jibe to anyone, but if you're playing a game like Cornhole, even if you've talked with your playing opponent, hey, I'll get the bags, you get the score, you still need to be responsible for the score. You need to know where you're at all times.
You ain't lying.
But still, that doesn't mean what happened is okay, but that's the end that I'll talk about.
I was just going to hint at it. You dove right in.
I mean, trust me, I ended up hiding in my hotel room last night because I was trying to, and I realized that I could be correct in what I'm saying and still have people yelling at me. So.
Oh, yeah. Gerald Gray sneaking around there. Nicely done. Gets them on the scoreboard. 5-4. First shot now for Wayne.
$5-4. You know what's fun? I was talking about this last couple days as we've been on the road so much with the shootout series that my brain has just been kind of wound up in, round limits. It's nice to get back to 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just because, with the shootout series, everything's 12 rounds until they get to the broadcast, then it's 10.
See, for me, it's just a different format. It's just another day, different format.
I love it. I love it. It's just nice to kind of get back to 21. I love it. I think it's a great TV product.
I think we've done pretty much a similar amount of commentating. Actually, now you've
done more.
You've hopped on into the shootout stuff. Like before that, I forgot it was just me and my only court. But Nationals, we had 4 courts. You're on that for that one.
Yeah. You know what I love, though? These nice chairs we have now. This is kind of relaxing.
I'm thinking about leaving this one on the truck.
Dude, that is sick. Surprised that doesn't have, just cold beer sitting, in it. That thing is that your gaming chair?
Well, kind of. I tested out a lot of gaming chairs, and this one was more comfortable than any gaming chair.
I mean, it looks like you could literally sleep in that thing.
I would go to yard sales, and I would buy chairs, office chairs, for like $20. $25. I would never spend money on a chair. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be in front of my chair all the time. I'm going to be working from home all the time. I'm going to spend money on a nice chair.
Yeah. Amen.
And it was like the hardest purchase I ever made because of how expensive it was, but man, I love it.
You ever talk to old school guys and they're like, well, we didn't have, I was like, oh, that's too bad. Yeah, how does your back feel?
This is nice.
Good bag.
Gerald's Gray showing me something here. The Harris boys, though, man, they are new names for me this weekend. But they are throwing very, very well.
Me as well. Pretty bag. I mean, that's a good-looking bag in the air. And one thing about the senior division, by the way, that I kind of like, I mean, as much as I like to watch a pretty flat bag, the senior division kind of shows you a lot of bags with some strange tilts that still work.
Oh, we got regular Vipers, it looks like, against all slides. There's no seniors that throw carpet. They were trying to get this yesterday. Trey and I were talking about, who's going to be that first senior that's going to break in carpet to the division and just mix it up entirely by throwing blockers and rolls.
Well, it's so funny that you say that because, just doing women's doubles all day, Miranda Coy, if she can ever get consistent enough in the women's division, because she's really the only one playing the quote-unquote dirty style in that division.
Well, the only other one is Bella.
That's true. I forgot about Bella.
Bella is the only other one.
Good point.
But Bella, I think Bella might actually be more consistent with the roll than the roll queen herself.
But it's the simple shots they both struggle with from time to time.
Yep. And we were talking about yesterday, too. Megan Maupin's the other one that could be, but Megan's push isn't there.
Yeah.
She can dirty it up, but her collect needs a lot of work.
Well, that's the thing. If you're going to play dirty, you have to be able to collect your own bags, or you're just throwing sixes.
Berkeley pair Trevor Brooks in the building.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, we got a good one here. 10-10, level 2 block.
Ooh.
And it works. Got a Gorski sitting in front.
A Gorski. So who do you think that... So as players get older, do we have anyone that's, say, late 40s, early 50s that throws a dirty style that may join the
We're
senior
not sure
ranks?
on Michael Dingus's age, but he might be the one.
That's a good point. That's a good call. He can't be much younger than me.
How old are you, 60?
52.
Oh, my bad.
52. I'm on the verge. That's what I'm waiting for, by the way. Well, I'm waiting to get 55 so I can play in the senior division. Then I'm going to break the game
just
out.
Come out of nowhere. Just blow the doors off everybody. Then we got, I think Maudlin's 52 also, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
he's on the border.
He's getting close. But he doesn't really play it. He's kind of developed this weird bag that flops on top of bags, but he doesn't use it to score much.
But he does throw slick side blockers with the game cam. So he throws blockers.
Yes.
He's not a hole-for-hole player. And he does actually have kind of a roll shot and a cut.
Yeah. He can throw a lot of different things. He's just very selective when he does. It's not really what he uses unless he absolutely has to. I think the way Frank throws makes it tough as you get older. The way that hop and everything, where his body's just so involved, that's just going to get harder and harder to do as you get older. Big bag there. Got another lead change. Make it 12-11. A little back and forth. By the way, this microphone doesn't like staying upright.
Yeah, we need a screwdriver. We actually tried to get you to bring us a screwdriver yesterday.
It works perfect for seniors then. If anyone caught that joke, that was pretty funny.
That's it's more of a visual joke. But I picked up what you're putting down.
So of the two Henry brothers, are they brothers or cousins? Are they brothers?
I think they're brothers.
Which one's the better player? You've seen them, or are they pretty similar?
They were in separate brackets yesterday, and I think they both finished fourth.
Wow. Okay.
We did get a chance to see Harris Henry over here on the left-hand side. He defeated Philip Hayden. It was a 21-20 matchup.
Wow.
It's a good battle.
So he will be a trivia question for the Philip Hayden fans forever. Who was the last player to beat?
Second to last. It's Terry Mathis took him out.
Oh, in the elimination bracket?
Yeah, okay. Harris beat him on the winner's side.
I got you.
The king seat match.
I got you.
So I guess by that standard, I say Harris would be the better one because he made the king seat match. Michael Henry went to the losers bracket earlier, I should say. But they're both showing me something this weekend. That's why we got the Cobb over there on the scoreboard. They're from the Cobb area.
Oh, are they? Mississippi guys?
I think so.
It explains the reason the entire Cobb clan is in the bleachers.
Definitely cheering for these guys, no doubt.
Repping.
That's one thing I like, man. Like, I paid 8 players this year to come and watch me play. # sponsored players. They could care less if I do any good. But I do got one guy who's trucking right along right now. Jackson Gore teamed up with him. Ryan Wiedenfeld.
Ryan Wiedenfeld.
Ryan Wiedenfeld and Jackson Gore teamed up in a big blind draw.
Wow.
And they are sitting very comfortable in the king seat.
You know what's funny? Is I've said Ryan Wiedenfeld's name before in broadcasts. Mm-hmm. I've talked about him. I had never really met him before.
Yeah,
and I met him on Monday.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm sure he didn't say much.
No, but a tall kid, right? Was he 6'2"?
Yeah, he's like right behind you, too.
Is he? There he is.
Speaking of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Ryan still needs a haircut, though.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm jealous of the locks.
The youngsters and their mullets.
Yeah, that one's good when you got the natural curls.
No, he's a good kid, man.
6'2", 115.
I love that guy. Matter of fact, there's his pops right across rocking the K9 jersey. Can you see that far?
Yeah, barely. That's the kind of dad that's like, Ryan, I was as skinny as you once.
Yeah. I told him, I said, I can get you a jersey with the sleeves cut, like not on there. He said, no, I like to cut them off. I said, okay.
That's old school right there.
Yeah, it is. Lays up final shot for 8-on-8. Winner of this, once again, will get Bill Hadley and Bob Vaunch.
That's a solid squad.
Terry Mathis and Jimmy McGuffin eliminate Bo Maggart and Michael Harris. They are playing now on court 15 against Hasiba Bebon and Ricky Jernigan. So next up here on the broadcast.
Has Hasib started doing his barking yet? I haven't heard
any barking. It's kind of odd. He's on the canine court. He should be. But I believe the championship match next here will be Philip Hayden and Damon Dennis taking on the winner of that match if they finish quick enough.
By the way, in the hotel the other day, I saw Philip Hayden without a hat on, and I think it's the first time I've ever seen it. Completely different looking human being without a hat on. Didn't even know who it was.
Now that you say it, I've never seen it.
It was kind of freaked me out.
So he's taking off the boots. He's taking off the hat. He's just taking off the ends.
He's becoming a normal person again.
It's like you have to ease yourself back into society.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for co-ed.
Yeah?
I feel like co-ed's wide open. I feel like you have probably 10 or 12 teams that I've heard of that could probably walk away with the whole thing. Seeing Lexi Huge back behind me here. She'll be teaming up with Ryan Windsor. So
it's a solid squad. Who's Cheyenne playing with?
Baldwin. James Baldwin. That's my favorite because they played together the entire season.
Sure. The chemistry's already there. I was wondering if she was stepping outside of that. I hadn't looked at it.
No. Brandon put a ring on it and still didn't get to team up with her.
Well, here's an interesting thought.
He did the same thing I did. You pay to play with somebody and they don't play.
Here's the interesting thought. Kaylee Hunter, for example, probably has the best playing partner of all the ladies. If Jamie Graham's the guy that you're practicing with, he's probably going to make you better. Does that hurt Cheyenne if it's Brandon that she's playing with? Brandon can play.
Brandon's not a bad shot.
No, he can play. But she's the better of the two players.
Oh, 100%. Nice shot.
Big bag.
Wayne Corprew, big hit.
Big bag. But you see what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Or is it just stupid?
No, I agree. I mean,
because you need to practice and play with people that are better than you to get better.
It depends on your intentions for co-ed. Some people come play co-ed with their spouse, like, Jeremy Frazier and Courtney co-ed, they play well together, but they don't team up for anything, really.
Right.
So them playing co-ed together is like, oh, this is our chance to finally play together.
Yeah. Yay.
I don't know if Cheyenne cares about anything other than winning.
Yeah. Right.
And that's nothing against Brandon. I'm just saying.
No, it's true.
Brandon's probably right there. I know there's a strong,
I had heard rumors that next year they might be playing together.
Oh, Brandon and Cheyenne?
Rumors. There's rumors all the time about all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, you buy a ring like that, yeah, you should play at least a couple times together.
But, yeah, I don't think if she wants to win, that's a solid call.
You know Tammy and Junior Williams?
I do not.
They're from, I believe, Virginia area. So Junior and Tammy were one of the top co-ed teams for a long time. They've come out to plenty of tournaments. And then Caleb Hurt, I'm sure you're familiar with him.
Yes.
He's better than Junior, so Junior said, why don't you go play with him? and Junior just passed his wife on to go play with Caleb because that's a better team to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a situation there where you pass aside the relationship to go play and try and win co-ed. Which
absolutely.
I don't blame anybody for that. But
not at all. I'm seeing the ladies' side from Court 1. That's a big win from Daniela Luna and Wendy Selmeyer taking out Caitlin Ham and Maddie McBride in the elimination bracket semifinal. So they're making a heck of a run. That's a solid run from Daniela.
Yeah, they got the Coys. They lost early too, didn't they? I think I was telling Anthony, not you. So actually, that girl right there, Ashley, with a hat, short girl walking across. Is her last name Skolik? I forget it.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
So anyway, she was sitting at the Vortex tent yesterday, and we're just chatting, and then she's like, I don't have a partner. She went into HQ, found a partner, and came back out, and they defeated Daniela Luna and Wendy Selmeyer. And she's like, are you any good? And she's like, yeah, I was like number 2 in Arkansas, female. I was like, okay, that'll work.
That'll work.
And then they both throw a fast bag. So that's a big win for them. I mean,
sure.
Sometimes you get to tournaments like this, and you just want to throw.
Absolutely.
Not everybody's born with a brother Like
Right.
the Harrises over here.
Right.
Or the Henrys.
By the way, this game, 19-18.
We got a timeout. Is it in turn, out of turn? I don't know. They've been doing this before.
I think it's just in between. Let's
Actually,
all
I
talk
think-
about it here for a second.
I think Wayne and Gerald did it last time. Called the timeout out of turn, so we'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
As commentators, I don't like to interfere in the match.
I don't think commentators should have any part of a match
Other than calling it.
other than calling it.
New here, can someone explain how you guys broke up the brackets? So basically, it's all by seeding. You accumulate points as individuals throughout the year. You put those teams together, take their points. Steve Schrader and Tom Walter came in as the overall number 1 seed in the B bracket. Number 1 seed in the A bracket belonged to Chucky Love and Jesse Henderson.
How about that?
You would have thought it would have been Damon Dennis and
Yeah.
Philip Aiden, right?
Chucky Love's had a quiet, good year.
But that's because Damon Dennis has thrown with Jimmy McGuffin a couple times this year in seniors.
So you're not accumulating points all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
great bag.
Nicely done. Oh, I got the wrong camera angle. Okay. Well, I mean, you could still see it, but that was a nasty shot.
Setting it up. Does he go in behind? He does. Maybe step out here, go after it? What do you think? No, not going to do it. Going to force him to hit it. There we go. I like that. Both players like, you know what? Why don't you guys decide it?
That's the best thing you could do in doubles is just not lose it.
Right. Hey,
Just give it
it's
back
on
to
you,
your
man.
teammate. There's a couple times yesterday where I was playing comp doubles with Tim Rourke. First time me and him were throwing together, and like that was my mindset. Like, just don't lose it on this round.
Uh-oh. Got 3 points to play with, but you don't like that bag being where it is.
The other thing is it puts a lot more pressure on those last 3 bags in his hand.
Oh, absolutely. As you were saying. That's a pretty good bag.
Tell you what, Wayne and Gerald are doing a good job of landing that all slide on an angle.
Uh-oh.
So it cuts back.
That's off the back. That's probably all she wrote.
This is just the inexperience, I think.
Well, and his brother kind of putting it on him. His brother had a chance to go after a shot there maybe for the win and didn't do it. And here you are. All over but the crying. That's going to do it.
That's the bad thing, too, is that's the taste you're going to have in your mouth. You had a great run in singles.
Yeah.
You got very, very far, almost to the loser bracket final in doubles, and then that's the last taste of competition you have.
I know, man. That hurts.
Throwing a 3.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts deep.
All right, so we're going to give them a chance to hug it out. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back. I believe we got our first championship on the line. See you in a few. All right, guys, we're back here on court number 2. They're finishing up down and backs. We are going to get Wayne Corprew and Gerald Gray taking on Bill Hadley and Bob Vonch. This is your losers bracket final in the B bracket. Winner of this one is going to take on Tom Walter and Steve Schroeder to make the ESPN broadcast on Sunday.
Hey, man. I made it back. Sorry, I got lost in conversation.
It's all right. I did as well, but it's just seniors. Nobody cares about seniors. Right?
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Wally said it. K9.
There you go. You're at me.
At me. Dude, look at that baby stroller. That's taking it to the next level over there. Man, we've got all kinds of stuff in this building.
What did I miss? Where?
Just a giant. I thought it was like a giant cart that they were wheeling boards on. It was actually a baby carriage. Nutty.
Pulled by a horse and trough.
I mean, so we underway? Are these bags live? Or are we good? Is this it?
Yet. We were waiting for you to say it.
Okay. Are we ready? I think these bags might be live, my friend.
Yeah, they flipped each other off with the thumbs. They punch each other in the fist.
Yeah, awkward.
These bags are live.
There it is.
That's a segue, but I caught you in the laughter.
Yeah, I like it. I have to use that. I'm stealing that from you.
They punch each other in the fist?
Yeah. Punch each other in the fist, flipped each other off with the thumbs. That's awesome, actually.
Good blocker there from Wayne. Bob's going to take a step out, actually blocks it instead of sneaking around.
In behind.
Are you ready for seniors?
Wayne, short airmail. Just got a little unlucky as it trampolined off. Look at Bob. Look at Bob Vonch. Leaving the blocker there. So good. That leaves Bob an open door here. Well, stays
Stops
side
a little
by
bit
side.
short, but that's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to go airmail early. He's already calling himself to block.
Yeah, he's got one off the back.
Gerald's telling him to airmail it.
Do it.
9 times out of 10, whenever you don't want to take the shot and your partner talks you into it, it's not going to work.
No, never. First instinct, always.
There's 2 seniors in high school probably walking behind Maddie McBride and Caitlin Hale.
Yeah. Caitlin's a couple years older, right?
I have no idea. They're all younger than me.
Yep.
And he does lay up for the 2. Bob Vonch in the lead. All right, so we've seen a little bit of back and forth here. The first time we saw Bob and Bill, Bill was lights out. Second time we saw it, Bob was lights out, and the other player was definitely off. They can't afford to have that happen anymore the rest of the way. They got to be on track down to the final 3 teams.
And this is a pretty, Bob Vonch, Bill Hadley together, that's a dangerous squad in any tournament, let alone senior doubles.
I just caught a glimpse of Brandon over there by Cheyenne.
So you know what I'm really terrified about?
Playing cornhole on TV?
Well, that too. I have to co-host the Stevie Awards tonight.
Really? Oh, actually, I did hear something. I heard you're ready to go, though. Trey said your
dude,
material's pretty good. You're ready to roll.
It's all right. But, I can talk on a microphone all day. You put me in front of people, it's a disaster.
Is that why you just set up your little walking back and forth pace lane and just act like it's normal broadcast?
Yeah, right? That's exactly what I should do. I should just walk by, say something to the microphone, and walk off to the other end.
Yeah, you're not going to have a wireless mic?
have a podium to speak in front of. That's
have Jeff McCarricker be like, Bernie, what do you think about this? And you just go steaming past.
You know what? I have to find a way to incorporate that somehow. Wally Kessler, ladies and gentlemen. If you see the Stevie Awards later and I use that, it's all Wally all day.
Looking forward to watching it, brother. You'll be fine. I know you will.
Oh, it'll be fine. It's just getting through that first 5 minutes, and then it's on to the awards, and it's all kind of takes care of itself.
I think you just got to look in the crowd, and everyone will be naked.
Right?
Or something like that.
I remember that whole story, and I tried it one time. The first time I was in a creative, whatever those speech classes are in college. It didn't work.
Oh, you're the one looking at your phone the whole time.
Wally Kessler flirting live on the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Emily Downer's been waiting for that match to get over for a while. They've been behind us, so she's walking in between our little tightrope here, whatever these things are called.
Emily Downer, great future in the sport.
She is the most diverse female in the cornhole world. If she can tighten up her game a little bit, she's going to be unstoppable.
Yep.
She's what we need to defeat Cheyenne Renner. Somebody who can block, airmail, and push.
Well, the thing about
And roll.
the thing about Cheyenne, I've seen her a little bit more this week/weekend. I think she knows. I mean, because last year she's a top 12 singles player. Now she's down to 40th. Now, granted, you had a huge influx of talent, but you get deep into brackets, you're running up against people that can throw 32 bags in a row with you.
Big shot over the top there from Bill. I agree.
She has to develop a quote-unquote kill shot. She needs her airmail to be a little bit better. Look,
Her airmail
she's
is
top
getting
5 in the
really
world at going through bags, and I don't think that's arguable.
I would say number 1.
Yeah, I mean, you put a level 1 block
Male
to
or
something.
female.
Yeah, she's going to go through that. But if you force her to have to go up, she still isn't as consistent as she needs to be with those shots, and that's how you beat her. And that's how all those guys beat her when she gets deep in brackets. They dirty up the boards. They make her shoot shots she's not comfortable with.
The other thing, too, for her is the fatigue factor. Not sure if it's a nutrition thing with, hydration or food, but if she has long matches back-to-back, that's where she starts dropping off.
Which is strange because it's effortless the way she plays.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'd watch someone like you watch the sniper Trey Hunt play. The fact that he's able to play more than a couple hours at a time is actually amazing. As much effort as he puts into every bag.
Yeah, he's a full body thrower.
I mean, it's crazy.
Even his eyelids are into the throw.
Or like Ryan Windsor, how sore are his calves after a tournament?
Well, Ryan Windsor had to change his throw because of the way he was putting that torque on that arm.
Yeah.
So the lifting up on the tippy toes is helping him out quite a bit.
Look at that guy, Ghost Finger, Michael Caine walking around, causing trouble.
He says coming up the middle does not favor you. Bob wants to go to the left and collect his bag. Bill says, I don't think it's going to go. I'm thinking the play right here is to block.
Block, going what?
Or does he out of bags?
Yeah.
He's out of bags.
Yeah.
Well, then shoot it. Backside.
Shoot it. Do it. Always going in behind just to...
Fourth bag block.
Fourth bag block. Interesting.
With a 7-1 lead right there, I'm shooting that backside airmail.
But Bill's telling him the only other bag he was taking was probably Wayne's bag.
Yeah, but I don't think he could have taken. I think he could have gone in clean.
It would have been a perfect shot. It would have a lower percentage airmail, an even lower percentage.
It would have been big time if Bob would have done that.
Sure. And what's his name?
Big time Bob.
There you go.
Oh, just let it play out, man. Let it play out. There's other things here you can push. I don't want to teach you too much. There's other things you can push there to make it sound better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with your board, bro.
What?
What? By the way, Damon Dennis. They're taking their seat. They're ready. They're watching the comp. There we go. Get 2, make it 7-3.
What does your Spencer McKenzie look like? You going?
I believe I am going. I'll be coming back. That'll be quite a week of travel. I'll be coming back from the Netherlands and then going out to Ventura.
Oh, nice.
I guess.
I think I'm going
That's
to.
That's a lot of time in an airplane.
I'm gonna head out there the 20th, and we're gonna stay for I think 10 days. So the 20th through the 30th, we're gonna hit up Padres game, Dodgers game.
Nice.
Maybe try and do Shamar's at some point, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then, this is kind of me self-inviting for the last 3 live feeds, but. And then Ventura, California for the Spencer McKenzie tournament. Finish with a Angels-Yankees game.
Nice. So that's awesome.
If I can afford it.
Yeah. It's funny. People are like, oh, man, you got to be excited to go. I mean, I would love to go to Rotterdam if it was for pleasure. It's going to be fun being over there, but working the whole time and then jumping back on a plane, getting back, going home, washing some clothes, and then jumping in a plane and going out to Ventura. Not as much fun as it sounds like.
Just make sure that you're well hydrated.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the miles. I think it's going to bump me up to gold status.
Oh, let's go. I can't even get approved for a card right now.
I can't either.
It's so frustrating. everyone's like, you need to get a credit card for travel. I'm like, I don't like credit cards, period.
Yeah.
So I finally get a credit card, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to call every time I'm in a different zip code.
Yep.
So what's the point?
Yeah, yeah. It's
frustrating to me.
I have a really nice credit card in my wallet that's maxed out.
Let me see it. That's my look. That's my look at it.
It looks cool.
All right, so I think they just made the announcement. Everything will be finished here on court number 2. We have drama. Damon Dennis and Philip Hayden, current partners, squaring off against Jimmy McGuffin, future partner for Damon Dennis, and Terry Mathis. Terry Mathis was the last person to defeat Philip Hayden.
Wow, drama.
Storylines, drama.
Yeah.
Place your bets, chat.
Coastal Baggers.
Cornhole Coastal.
I was looking at Wayne,
Clark.
the back of Wayne's jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Corprew.
That's the Claudel Clark's company, man.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Going to be doing some things with K9 Unit going forward.
Right on.
Looking forward to going out there. I believe they had the Beast of the East tournament last month.
They did.
I missed that one. But we're going to have some fun stuff coming up.
I'm telling you, man, I'm kind of digging this chair.
Is your first nice chair?
Usually I get the worst chair in the building and have to sit over there for a while with it, so it's nice.
Yeah, when you take the mic off the stand like that and you just rock, you got still on the stand.
I'm still on the stand.
You just rock back and forth. It's comfy.
This is not what one would call work.
Good collect.
Good bag.
He's got the one out of play though.
BTB. Oh, he left it. Is it still moved? No. Wayne still might take him in though. Let's see. He's going to have to slide in on that left side. Oh, well done. It feels much later in the day than it is. Am I wrong in that?
No. It does not feel like noon 30.
No, it does not.
This is actually probably the earliest start we've had.
Yeah? What time did you get going?
Today was
Around 10?
got to be here at 8:30ish. Started live at 10. I think every other day so far it's been wake up at 10, get here at like 11.
There you go. Those are good days. Those are long days, though. People don't realize when you're leaving the building after midnight. After midnight. Yep, that's sorry. Oh, big bag. Gives Bill Hadley something to think about now. Gonna go through him. Well, if he goes in again, he can get 3 back-to-back airmails. Let's have it. Well, a lot of stuff going on. Let's see who gets that score right. Dude, how big is that phone you've got over there? That thing looks like a brick. Everyone asking you where they can watch this match?
Yes, sir.
That's how cool you are, man.
That'd been cool if he would have texted me. I just got a text from Jimmy McGuffin. He just points at me instead across the room.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. Tom? Walter? What's your name? Tom Walter? No, he's the player. I'm the common. I'm Walter Kessler.
Wally. So what's the middle name?
Paul.
Walter Paul, huh?
Walter Paul.
I like it.
Kessler. With an A. Not Kessler, as you always say.
Kessler.
It's worth a try.
Is it Kessler?
Kessler. Yes, sir.
Huh. My bad.
Trey and I were talking about that yesterday. Like, I guess you guys had Ben Kessler work
That's
there.
exactly
so
what it
everybody's
is.
Like, you're just going to be Kessler.
Yeah,
Kessler because
that's
of that.
exactly what it is. My bad.
I don't let people's mispronunciations.
You got to correct
bother
me, man.
No, it's all good.
I like doing things correctly, believe it or not. Gotta let me know.
Well, we'll see whenever you do that speed walk across the stage.
Dude, I'm going to point at you. If you're in the stands, I'm going to be pointing right at you when I do
I'll
it.
be there, brother. I'm winning an award, right?
As far as you know.
Best person named Canine award goes to Bob. What?
What? That can't be right. Uh-oh. Not a good time for a loose bag. Nice little block in behind Bill Hadley. Going back up. And not what you wanted there. You got 2 off. That's trouble.
He might be able to collect this. He's thinking about it. He's only taking a half step
Yeah,
out.
a little half step. Half stepping.
And misses. A full step would have collected that perfectly.
Wow, you can't believe he did that.
A full 3-foot step out would have hit that perfectly.
The fact that Bill Hadley realizes there's microphones around is the only reason we didn't hear a giant F-bomb right there.
Freedom.
By the way, I'm digging the jersey, Mr. Kassler.
Which one?
The one you're wearing.
Oh, yep. Missouri Cornhole Association's St. Louis Cardinals
Yeah,
jersey.
I like that little circa 1985
Yeah, we went retro.
Cardinals look.
I got an extra one if you want to rock the Wally K9 on the back.
Oh, yeah?
I happen to have 2 of these. There's a little misprint.
Okay. Uh-oh, Terry Mathis strolling up. Man,
We're down to the nitty-gritty, brother.
we're making our way here.
We gotta hopefully no double dips. I mean, I don't really care who wins it, but if they're gonna double dip, make it quick.
Make it fast.
I got the teams event to play at 3:00. I'm on a squad, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess I was the last pick, but it works. I think I was actually just there whenever T-Nuts was asking somebody else something.
Yeah, it's like she felt bad. She had to ask you since you were standing
that's
there.
what she did. I didn't realize what they were even talking about.
Do I see that Wendy Selmeyer and Daniela Luna have made the women's doubles final?
You see them
Or
playing
bracket
in
A.
court 1 against, I believe so, then Cheyenne
Wow.
Renner and Sarah Cassie, and it's actually 9-8.
Wow, good for them. That's a nice run.
Wendy's throwing a 9, Alalu throwing a 6, Cheyenne Renner 9.5, Sarah Cassie a 7. So that looks like it's a back and forth match.
Which is strange because Sarah was flirting, was in mid-10s up to an 11 for a couple of matches that I saw her, so she must have come down a little bit.
These guys are stroking right now.
I feel like I smell like cheese fries or something.
What's in that box? What's in the box?
What's in the box? All sorts of goodies. Lots of swag.
Did somebody bring that to you?
Someone did bring that to me,
Oh.
as far as you know.
I wasn't sure if it was you or Anthony.
It's
Distracted.
yeah.
Distracted Bill Hadley
What's
over
in
there.
the box?
You know, that's what I want to do next year at the World Championship. I want to wheel around a big 3x3, 3 foot by 3 foot box. I'm just gonna drag it behind me the whole time, or carry it everywhere I go, and just have people ask me, "What's in the box?"
What's in the box? Can't really tell you.
Yeah, no, just no.
I like that bag from Bob.
That's called clickbait, and I could put on the live feed one year. Wally's gonna open the box.
Clickbait. That's one of my favorite favorite words.
That's interesting now.
But those are both hanging. I think Bob goes hard here. He gets both those bags.
I got nothing to say on that one.
But
Misses
he
too
went
far to the right.
outside. He went outside of it. He didn't want to take Wayne's bag. He thought about it too much.
I honestly think if he hit that head on,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have gone.
No, both of his bags are laying in that hole. I mean,
Yeah,
the
well-
one went because that's the only thing he touched.
Yeah, the formation kind of looks like a W, but Wayne's bag was sitting right on the sides perfectly, and then Bob's bag was wedged right in that little triangle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Wayne's bag was in
Yeah.
that little triangle for Bob's, but
I think he would. I mean,
I think he's just normal push.
I think he'd be sitting behind right now with the one bag in instead of being off.
Yeah, I think that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
Now it's an open push here for Wayne to get 1 point. And then we got some awkward high fives.
I was talking about this yesterday. What sport has the worst high fives?
I mean, besides cornhole?
Golf. You ever watch golfers try to give high fives? It's awful.
I haven't. But it's probably the same concept.
It's awful.
And he misses to the left.
That was...
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
And we're kind of getting a chalk finals. You know, we've had some nice names pop up throughout the way here, but it looks like it's going to be the usuals.
Yeah, usual suspects.
Philip Hayden and Damon Dennis will be taking on Terry Mathis and Jimmy McGuffin. And then if this thing finishes out the way it's headed, Tom Walter and Steve Schroeder will take on Baggin' Bill and Big Time Bob.
Is that what we're looking at? Are we getting all those matches?
Yeah, we should have them all. Jalen Jones has made an appearance here now.
4-bagger wins it. Best saying in cornhole. And there it is.
That one will do it. Oh,
yeah. Awkward knuckles. More awkward knuckles.
I think he's asking him for a celebrity shot. He said, what would you do here?
You want to go chase it? Well,
hey, that's a good shot he can try.
That's about as good as you can do in that situation, but that's going to do it.
He said, I was telling you, help me cheat. All right, commercial break, guys, and then we got some ESPN broadcast to make. Be back here in just a second.
Cornhole Nation, we are back. Senior doubles match. Look at this. Jimmy McGuffin throwing against Double D. Terry Mathis going to be throwing against Philip Hayden. I like it. Old school. That's what you love about senior singles and senior doubles. Old school matchups. But this is the cream of the crop here. If I'm not mistaken, these gentlemen are playing for an ESPN broadcast, are they not, Wally?
They are indeed.
Nice work, by the way, helping all the fans over there get the broadcast in.
You know, I'm always here for Jimmy McGuffin and his family. They were wanting to watch the broadcast and figure out where to go. Which I don't even know who that was to help. But Jimmy wants me to scoot the truss a little bit over more so that way it's in Damon's lane because Damon's already bothered by it.
So I can tell that the whole getting older thing's not working for me, because this has happened a lot in the last year. I'm staring right at Terry Mathis, and I'm fully aware of who Terry Mathis is. And as I'm getting ready to say his name, mine goes blank. Just blank. And then I'm like, well, now what do? I'm in the middle of this sentence.
Just make up a nickname.
And I'm stuck. Well,
that's what you should do. Like, and we got over here, we got T-Man. T-Man over here getting ready to throw. We know we go way back. I call him T-Man all the time.
And it took, I don't know, 5 seconds, and then my brain turned back on. I was like, oh, yeah, Terry Mathis. I mean, I'm staring right at him. And it's crazy. I did that with Cheyenne Renner the other day. I was like, oh, yeah, the Renner girl. Just completely forgot her name. I've only said it maybe 115,000 times.
Well, who was it? I had Sheila Roy. I love Sheila Roy. Always talk to her every single time. And then, like, I'm live, and I called her Sherry.
Right?
And like I was trying to make sure I gave her a shout out. I was thinking about getting her reaction and everything, and I said Sherry. I'm like, I messed that up.
Can't. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but the brain just ain't working like it used to.
When I was sitting there playing yesterday, and by the way, I did beat Jackson Gore 1-on-1 this weekend. That's facts.
Did you really?
He might not have been trying 100%, but I beat him.
He's playing left-handed?
And then Eric Anderson walks up, and he's like, why is Wally winning? I said, because I'm good. And I said, and Jake Gore's not good enough. And I was like, Jackson Gore, like right there, just right next to me. And I know who they are.
And the good thing about those twins is they're very easy to tell apart.
Yeah. Good collect from Terry on the far side.
It's the microphone. Who's been eating cheese fries or whatever over here? This microphone smells like cheese fries. Or something over here. I mean,
you smelling a microphone is very weird.
Yeah.
Anthony puts his little cover on it.
Yeah, he does. Maybe that's what it is.
Trey was there. No, yeah, Trey was there yesterday.
Food trucks, baby. Have you been out to the food trucks?
I have not.
I did the whole lobster thing yesterday.
I'm what the Egyptians call broke as a joke.
Well,
I have no dollars.
Hashtag facts.
It's not easy being a pimp.
Right, it's hard.
A good run, though, for Danielle.
Yeah,
and
for
Lindsay
sure.
Selmeyer. They fall to Cheyenne Renner and Sarah Cassidy. Rosie Streaker and Samantha Finley lost to Deborah Odom and Tegan Owens. Was that for the B bracket?
I believe so. You know, Tegan Owens is one of those players on the ladies' side that, you know, her A game is ridiculously good. It's this, you get the C game sometimes.
A big shot right there. Ain't no C game in that. Damon Dennis going up top, hitting it clean. And then McGuffin misses the push through.
Chance for 4. And there you go.
And he is in.
How many bags do you think these guys have thrown in their lifetime?
We talked about this yesterday. I said Damon Dennis probably throwing more bags than anybody. And then Trey says, no, Matt Guy's throwing a lot more. And I was like, no, you're definitely right on that.
Yeah. But, I mean, just think about how many bags.
You got to be closing on 1 million.
Got to be, right? I mean, that is a fairly extreme number. But
if not there, though, I mean, think about it. I mean, you would probably
for a tournament
say,
weekend, yeah.
I would say 100,000 in a year is not out of the realm. For
no, you're right.
Player.
No, that makes sense. And I'm not talking competitive bags. I'm just saying bags in general.
Bags, period. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll start keeping track of mine. I'm at 0 right now. Starting over.
Starting at 0.
All right, 4-3 start. We got Terry Mathis and Philip Hayden on the right hand side.
I don't mean to interrupt you here, but every time you and I do games, we're always the last streaming court going.
Yeah. And we were cruising right along too in seniors bracket.
It is a foregone conclusion that if you and I are calling games, we will be the last streaming court going.
It's because they saved the best for last.
Absolutely, absolument. Oui.
Oui. Is that what they speak in Netherlands, French?
Nope.
Never been to Neverland.
Yeah,
Netherland.
Me neither.
Never Neverland.
I've actually never been on mainland Europe, so this should be fun. I've been to Ireland, but I've never been on the mainland. Continental Europe. By the way, if you ever get a chance to go to Ireland, that's a fun, it's
You
fun
can
place.
give me 20 chances, and I will not be able to point where the Netherlands are at on the map.
Actually, I have a lot of weird quirks. I am oddly, remarkably good at geography.
We got 3 bags on the ground here. Those bags could use a map. Damon's going to try and hit this side.
Off the board.
He lands too far to the left. That is a big league 5-on-4 in your seniors division championship.
The old 5-4 for the one.
Score is 5-3.
I mean, can we talk about Philip Hayden in the shoes?
Yeah,
I mean, can we talk about it?
We already did. We'll revisit it though.
Okay, you've already gone
These
there?
are not the Nikes that he made it to the broadcast in Chicago. These are a different set.
Different set. They actually look pretty comfy.
Well, that's one thing I was going to talk about, though, so I guess we can kind of get into footwear. Seniors division, not very strong on the Hey Dudes, although we do have Terry Mathis on the far side in the Crocs. He does have those Crocs engaged to four-wheel drive, though.
What you will see, like Jimmy McGuffin and those Hokas, or whatever they're called, those are those are considered probably the most comfortable running shoe on the planet, technically.
But you don't see too many Hey Dudes.
Because Hey Dudes give you zero support.
That's kind of my whole point.
Yeah, zero. And they're comfy on your sole, but if you're walking and moving around quite a bit, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, so Skechers actually, I haven't bought a pair yet, but the Skechers has the memory foam sole.
Yep.
And it looks exactly like a Hey Dude for $55 at Kohl's. Not sponsored by Kohl's or Skechers yet.
I still want to try the Hey Dudes just for like kicking around shoes, just to see how they feel. I like what I'm wearing personally. The On Clouds. On Clouds are soft, very pleasant for the feet.
These Nikes ain't bad.
No, those look comfy.
They're very easy to put on, too.
Yeah, same. It's always nice when you can slide them on.
Rams for Life says Bernie and Wally, the most entertaining commentary together. Bernie and Wally
Wow.
will earn Rams for Life a mystery box. It'll be in the mail. Just let us know when you get it. And then let us know what we put in there, too.
Yeah. That is awesome.
It's literally a mystery box. We'll give you all the trash from the commentary table here.
What is this pad of nothing?
Congratulations. Empty Dr. Pepper bottle and a empty jerky.
And half a pad.
And half ACL pad of paper.
Half a written pad. By the way, pretty close match. 7-6 to go to ESPN.
I forgot they were playing. 7-6 indeed. On the other side of the bracket, or I'm sorry, the other bracket, we do have that match set. Tom Walter and Steve Schroeder will take on Bill Hadley and Bob Vonch. PPR so far in this match, we got Philip Hayden throwing a 9.67, Terry Mathis with the 10. Over on the left-hand side, they're kind of struggling a little bit. Jimmy with the 7.33, Damon Dennis an 8.
Oh.
It didn't go all the way in. They're still going to count it, though.
Wow. You know what? You got to like that in the senior division. They're just going to go ahead and let that be.
Stacking them up nicely. I love all the interaction between the seniors players. They're just joking around back and forth after each 4 bags are set. Sometimes even in the middle of the throw. You don't get that in many other divisions.
No.
Round number 8. First shot from Jimmy McGuffin is in. Damon off to the side a little bit. That bag is still in play.
By the way, Damon Dennis, from a trash-talking perspective,
Oh, you missed it yesterday.
unbelievable. The only person that talks trash by being nice to you.
He had a situation, too, last night where his opponent called a timeout, went down to the other end, and then Damon does that nice little pick up the bag and hand it back to him thing,
Oh, yeah.
But you think it's all gamesmanship. He's trying to get in their heads.
It is absolutely 100%. I don't think it works as well in the senior division, but I think it works when he goes into to straight pro singles or pro doubles.
Damon double-checking bag count. I think the play right here is to push through. Oh, he decides to go right behind with the block. Do you really want to get in the airmail battle with Jimmy McGuffin?
I was about to say that, but
hey,
let's see.
He knows his next partner, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he either lays behind for the wash. If he gets aggressive, I think that's a trampoline.
I think he might go backside. And he is asking Philip.
Yeah. He's going to try to go backside.
Philip Hayden with the best answer a partner can give you. It's always open. The bag is away.
Going way up. Huh.
He said it's still open.
Still open.
6 on 5, one more point, and we are tied just like that, 7-7.
That is, I just don't know. I mean, you only give up 1 point.
I think that's worth the risk. There.
Yeah,
There was
you only
enough,
give up
there was
one.
enough to go in, and he's hit backside plenty of times in his career.
Yeah, you're only giving up 1. Not a bad risk.
The big blind draw is starting to wind down as well. We have Andrew Noyes and Austin Renard taking on Reggie Reeks and Fisher Hamilton in the loser's bracket final.
Fisher's had quite the summer.
Winner of that one gets back to Dylan Turpin and Jason Chrysalis for the big blind draw championship.
If I asked you where Dylan Turpin was ranked in pro singles, where would you say?
10.
Lower.
22.
No, other way.
Oh.
I should say higher than. Right, my bad. Top
5.
10, number 8 in the world. What a season for Dylan Turpin.
I think 10 was a pretty good guess.
It was a very good
Give
guess.
me no credit for that.
The fact that, I mean, if you were to walk in this room and say, all right, who's in the top 10? Dylan Turpin is not a name that probably comes out of someone's mouth.
Yeah, strong national in Vegas, I believe.
Yep.
The other bracket, big blind draw A, Jimmy Humans and Tom Sliker, looks like, find themselves down 2-0 to Zachary Kaiser and Brennan Ballard. Jackson Gore and Ryan Wiedenfeld sitting in the king seat of that one. So I think, we are going to be the last match to finish up again, Brennan. That's usually how it goes.
That's how we roll, bro. You got some big conversations behind you there, man.
I think
That is a
Am I getting promoted?
discussing a potential sponsor of what's happening in this building right now.
Oh, let's go. You got Jimmy McGuffin tried to set up an airmail right there. He misses his blocker too far to the left. I think he just got helped out.
Yeah, a little bit.
He wants to use the bag on the right-hand side, go slick side right at it, kind of push it further on the hole and just drip this bag in. He does have that 2.5-foot step out and does exactly that.
Oh, that bag moved. Is that still? No, but that's going.
It's definitely going. He can collect.
He can get all these if it's.
Yep.
He doesn't throw it hard enough, probably, but we'll see.
I think vibration alone is going to take the bag on the right. He's got to get that bag on the left with some force.
Come on, Jimmy McGuffin.
Nicely done, Jimmy
Wow.
McGuffin. Let's take a look at this 12 on 10 to get 2 more points.
How good a shot was that from Jimmy McGuffin?
Phenomenal collect. Used all elements right there. Sticky side bag to grab the other one. Slick side bag on the right side. Just drifts back in off the vibration. Nicely done.
I don't think Terry Mathis has the zipper down far enough on his jersey.
We need some more chest hair.
Let it fly.
Got that look.
Wow.
Philip yelling at it.
It's so funny. On this other side, you have Jimmy and Damon taking a little bit between shots. Rapid fire on our right side here.
Yeah, 100%. A little bit more strategic on the left-hand side, too. They're kind of going blocker.
Strategery.
Strategeries. On the right-hand side, we have Mathis and Hayden just going hole for hole.
By the way, I see some kids with the Ohana shirts. We had the group come in from Hawaii. That's awesome.
Dude, I love it. I love watching every single tournament they go to. I'm actually going to try and figure out a way to get myself to Hawaii and maybe even do a collab with the Ohana.
Got to find a way to get out there, right?
I mean, the 808 Ohana Club rolls deep, and there's, a chat where they all discuss what they're going to wear. They all wear the same jerseys like the same day. I love that.
I can't remember the young girl's name. She's got the green in her hair, but she finished.
Michaela
finished
Calvi.
She finished Final 4, I believe, in competitive singles.
Yeah, she lost the match to get to the final, to the singles.
So
single elimination portion.
Heck of a run for her. But yeah, great folks. Need to get out to the islands for that, or at least Oahu.
And that's a little bit of what I was talking about right there with the senior division, joking in between bags.
Yeah, you don't see
blocker.
that. You don't see that very often.
No, perfect block there from Jimmy. Damon looks right over and says, "I was hoping you didn't do that." Then he goes up top of the short airmail. That's a nice replace airmail. Replay airmail. No, doesn't work.
No,
replace mail.
Sorry, I was kind of eavesdropping. Sorry, you lost me for a second. I was in Neverland there for a moment. which is really stupid. The people at home are like eavesdropping. And yeah, I've got headphones on, and I'm trying to eavesdrop on another conversation, which is top 5 dumbest thing in the world to try to do.
I can't even hear him talking. My headphones must be better than yours.
I don't doubt that.
We do talk anything and everything.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Are you kidding me?
There's no room there.
He literally forced room as it came down. That's crazy.
And that's why I said I don't mind that shot last round.
How about
Backside's
one more?
always
How about
open.
one? Ooh.
He got lucky there.
How about give him 4? Give Damon 4. Is it not? It's 4.
It is 4. I like Jimmy's strategy there. They're only giving 2.
Yeah.
Big shot. Absolutely clutch airmail there. That going to make it 17-9?
Should.
It is
It is.
17-9. 4 points away from taking this one down.
Wow. I mean, that's just, look.
Would that thought process ever occurred to you to take that shot at your skill set?
At my skill set? Absolutely not.
Like you never just like I'm just going to lay up here. And
My skill set would have been, I'm just going to blast it in there and see what happens.
Okay. I'm curious to see the difference. Because we've been playing Cutthroat in Kansas City, and it's basically 3 players on the same end shooting down. Three-man rotation. So I throw, he throws, and then the other guy throws. And if you wash the round out, then nobody gets any points. So I could throw a 3, and you guys can both throw 9s. You know what I mean? So there's times where, like, I'm low on the totem pole.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to blow up the pile.
Yeah.
So, I just want the wash.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at that pile right there, and if I've got a bag in my hand, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to what was around the hole.
it would have been very difficult for Damon to take anything else other than go backside airmail. Could have done a penguin.
Yeah.
But there's times where I'll just go ahead and blast that pile slick side and just see what happens.
Just see what happens. Terry Mathis steals a point right there.
Yeah, I think me and Bernie do just pretty much talk anything.
Sure.
Any random moment. It'd be interesting. We'd have a good podcast, bro.
Absolutely. That's why you got to pay attention, because we're not going to stay on topic for very long.
Yeah, can we do a uncensored podcast? Just say whatever
theoretically,
we want to say?
I don't see why not. But if you want it picked up on national airwaves, it has to have some sort of
Like, is borderline? I mean, not like that. I mean, just like
no. I mean,
is borderline any topic is fair play?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it. Can't control me.
We also know that Jeff and I aren't cornhole aficionados like, say, an Anthony Ione or a Trey Ryder. And when there's already 100 cornhole podcasts out there digging deep into cornhole, we're not going to help that conversation, right? So we mention it and we talk about it, but we come from a different angle.
That is a phenomenal shot. You guys couldn't really see it at the coverage, but he went slick side coming across his body and across the board. And that is the one shot you cannot afford to do right there.
Damon Dennis can end this. This could be all over but the crying.
All he's got to do is hit the front corner of his bag slick side, just tap it enough to fall, and then let gravity do the work for the bag in his hand.
Oh, wow. And it
almost exactly like that. I wish I had a camera on that end.
That was awesome.
Look at Damon begging it to go. It just does not fall.
That was great.
That interaction right there between Terry Mathis and Philly, you're not
getting
that.
Terry threw that back down. That was funny. All right. But here's the beauty of the senior game, right? That's all fun and games, and all of a sudden we're back to business.
Back to business. Well, yesterday, Terry Mathis was actually the last person to eliminate Philip Hayden in singles. They were joking, having a great time the entire game, and Philip Hayden missed his 4th bag. It immediately pained Terry Mathis that he knew this game was over. I'm going to make this bag and eliminate Philip Hayden in singles. Like it was fun in games the whole entire time until the game was on the line. And then when they did it, it was just like, oh, man, back to being serious.
Back to being serious.
Damon Dennis looks down. He's like, why didn't you shoot it? And Terry says, I did. That was an airman. 19-12. Jimmy McGuffin with first throw.
Jimmy's getting kind of worn out by Damon on this end, if you really look at where the scoring's coming from.
And I honestly feel like it's because Damon Dennis is actually out airmailing Jimmy McGuffin this game. I mean, Jimmy is playing the block game.
It's a fact.
And every time you throw a blocker against Damon Dennis, it pains him. He could hit the airmails. He just doesn't want to shoot them.
Yeah, but I also think that's part of his game to make you think like he's going to give you that look like it bothers. He doesn't care.
It's one of those open-handed compliments.
Yeah. He's just making you feel good about yourself so he can throw the dagger in you. I mean, I joke. I mean, he's actually one of the nicest players because he's always going to let you know when you hit a good shot. But it is the one person that trash talks, but he does it in a positive, nice manner. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, and it works.
So we got these knuckles conversation going around, like too many knuckles going out in the cornhole world now, right?
Yeah.
Boy, Russell, we're trying to get the turkey going. Anytime you get a knuckle and you're not really wanting to give the knuckle back, just turkey it. I ought to put it into that real quick.
Actually, it was the turkey call that made it for me right there.
Interesting watching them all communicate right now. You got Terry Mathis talking about Jimmy McGuffin's next shot as well. Philip and Damon down there taking a look at it. It looks like they got the shot in mind that they want to do. He can cut across this board and go back left or right using that slick side. Saw it last round. Came very, very close to ending the game.
I still love the fact that Damon Dennis wears a hoodie.
Yeah, every time. I don't think I've ever seen him have the hood actually on.
No.
Just like that,
just
nicely
kind of melts
done.
around. Perfect bag. Better than in.
McGuffin's got to go in. You don't want the clog. Uh-oh.
Oh.
You are setting him up for an airmail drag to win the game.
Yes, sir.
I kind of liked him just going in right there. He would have had 2 bags in the hole, and then Damon would have been chasing. And now Damon Dennis has a chance to win it.
Here we go. Going up.
And he's only going to get
Wow.
1 point.
No, I think Jimmy got one.
Yeah, Jimmy's going to get 1 point out of that, so it worked for him.
Yeah.
Not how
Damon
I
is
would've drawn it up.
beside himself right now. That's as angry as you'll see him. He was pretty upset.
He's beside Zeller. Zeller talks him back in. He's back.
And here we go.
Terry going with the blocker this time,
Hey,
and it works.
Yeah, if you're Terry and Jimmy, just stay in it. Just stay in it.
All right, back to the block again with the second bag.
It's another good bag from Terry.
Perfect replace.
Yep.
Phillips, like, get that out of here. 4th bag in for the points. There it
you
is,
go.
at least 2.
Guaranteed to. Give him
And Phillip could not have gotten that bag out of his hand any faster.
right? Was that bag even on the board yet before he was in his motion?
It's like, come on, Damon, hit that bag. I got somewhere I got to be.
They're encroaching. They're gonna be sitting on the table here pretty soon.
Let's tie their shoestring to the table there when they walk away. Get them. Another perfect blocker from
There
Jimmy.
it is.
When you got 19 points, you're automatically thinking, okay, here's my 2 points I need to win the game, but it's just consistent with Jimmy.
I mean, you got to give him something. I mean, I like the fact that it's first bag.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sticky side block, cutting back left to right on the board, kind of bullies Jimmy out of the way and takes away center lane.
Uh-oh, he can make it clap coming up here pretty soon.
Damon's objective now is to go slick side. Same thing with that angled bag right at the hole.
Oh, coming in low. I don't like when he throws it harder like that. I really don't. I don't think he has the same level of accuracy when he throws like that.
I mean, this is a difficult shot for Jimmy, but he can get them all.
Oh, for sure.
And he's too far to the left. And
That's a surprising miss, actually.
Not only that, but he knocks his own bag out of play now. And I think that Psycho on the back of the hole is on sticky side. I can't remember the stars.
Quite tell, yeah.
I can't remember what the stars is with the ultra bags. I keep forgetting.
It moved.
It's going to go.
Yeah, it's going to go on the next vibration of the board probably.
Oh, are we going to see a Damon Dennis and one for the win?
Oh, and he got one of them to fall.
He's got the Damon Dennis and one set up for the win.
Is he able to push through, get both those back?
It's going to be a hard push to not collect the bag on the right from Jimmy McGuffin. Little shark bait block. He is going for the push.
He liked it. He liked it out of his hand. It just died on him.
And again, a 6-on-5.
Wow, isn't that a lot? Have we not?
I wanted the N1. I don't know what he was thinking there.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's what made you famous with this guy on the right-hand side. Why not go to the broadcast, do the same shot?
All the 19-16. It's getting a little tight.
Those blockers have been working for them. Mathis elects to go right in this time. Stars are the slow side, they say.
For sure.
Appreciate that. So it was slick side. And then we got somebody right above it. Stars is sticky. And then the guy says it's slick side.
Perfect.
And that's probably why I'm confused as to what the stars are.
Uh-oh. In for the win. Oh, and he misses it.
Awkward knuckles.
Wow.
Awkward high fives.
That was one of those moments where
awkward handholds.
Maybe take a second. Maybe take a second to think about it. Not a long time, but maybe just
why,
1 second.
But why? That's not his style.
I know.
Win with your style.
I know. I hear you. Maybe I didn't say a long time. I said 1 second. 1/1000. That's it.
This is because we're always the last broadcast. We're going to drag this out as much as possible.
We'll be here till 5 o'clock.
I was on pace to have plenty of warm-up time for teams, and now it's like, oh, we're only on game 1 of possibly 4.
No soup for you. You know,
again, going back with the blocker.
We've got this major business decision going on behind us, and they're starting to get maybe a touch too close to things. They're going to start unplugging stuff with their steps here.
Oh, that means we get to go early.
Yeah.
Jimmy Humans and Tommy Sliker finish off Zach Kaiser and Brennan Ballard. So now the championship match for the big blind draw bracket A is set. Jackson Gore and Ryan Wiedenfeld will take on Humans and Sliker. Over on the B side, it looks like that one is set as well. Andrew Noyes and Austin Renard will take on Dylan Turpin and Jason Chrysales.
Wow.
All brackets winding down at the exact same time.
Except for this one?
Well, this was the finals. We've just been here for an hour and a half. Another blocker forcing the hand. This time, the airmail off the back of the board could be game for McGuffin and Mathis.
Yep.
Damon's just trying to save points here. Bag is
going
away.
Up. Oh, no. Is that it? Is that game?
That is exactly what I said.
Wow.
Look at Bob. Bob Vaughn's trying to get on this court. Now he's set his bags down.
Jimmy McGuffin, Terry Mathis come back from the dead to win that match. If I would have offered you money, and I said, you know what, I'll give you $500.
Thank you.
If McGuffin and Mathis come back and win when it was 19, whatever it was, would you have taken it? But you would have to give me $300 if you wouldn't have taken that.
I mean, on the odds,
or $50. You would have had to give me $50, or I was going to give you $500.
I would have taken that.
Would you?
Yeah, especially the way the matches started playing out there around 15.
No, I'm saying,
the blockers,
well, they were up 19-9 at one point.
Yeah, but the blockers were just very, very accurate with Terry Mathis and Jimmy McGuffin. So
well, let's run it back. We had to run it back. It's on purpose. Here we go. Yeah. They're going to do it again. They're going to jump out to a quick lead. Get a lead. Get to 19 again.
He just told him to knock that off of there. Damon ain't messing around this one.
Ooh, helped him out.
Terry's still got to come across left or right. He does not.
Tried it, but give him 4. I'm sure Damon's looking down there. You know, if you'd have slid in on that one last time, your last round, we had that game won.
Looks like we got a match set up on court 4. Megan Moppin and Kaylee Hunter taking on Kimberly Jenkins and Kelly Jenkins. So I guess the female bracket is still underway.
They just pushed it down to the all cornhole court.
Yeah, I don't believe we're getting any big blind draw action.
No, I believe we're.
At least I haven't been told we're getting any blind draw action.
This is going to end This should be ending this early stream.
We'll be all right, Bernie. We'll be all right.
It's another chance for Damon. Damon Dennis, man, I can't. I'm telling you though. Can we go back and look at that? It was 1910 for sure, but I think it was 19-9.
It was 17-9.
17-9, and then they got 19 though, right?
17-9, 17-10, then
And then it went-
19-10.
okay,
Yeah.
but still 19-10. Several shots to win that match.
And that was in round 13. The game ended in round 20.
So 6 of those rounds they had shots to win. That's crazy.
Yeah, there was a looks like 8 on 7, then an 8 on 6, and then a 6 on 5, and then a 6 on 5. Matter of fact, I think Damon Dennis finished it off throwing 3 5s in a row.
Yeah.
Holy.
Well, Jimmy was putting him in those airmail situations, and they just didn't go. And then he tried the one hard push that stayed short on him. Wow.
Well, they're off to 8-0 start here. Make it 12.
Wow, 12-0.
Holy.
Unbelievable.
There's not that much joking going around anymore.
Not anymore. It was all fun and games that first match. It's gotten quite serious. I think Damon and Phil realized they kind of blew that match.
So it's gotten serious for one team, throwing a perfect game so far. The other team sitting around the 8s.
Well, is it time to start throwing that blocker again if you're Jimmy McGuffin?
I think it was time in round 1.
Yep. Just give him something to look at.
That one's too deep.
I love that side-by-side. Anthony Ione has really gotten me on the side-by-side bag.
That's my favorite block.
Is it?
I can't do the back block, but the side-by-side I got.
Yeah, to me, that seems much tougher. To get it to stop right next to the other bag.
Okay, so this will be the first round that either Damon or Phillip miss unless all these bags get pushed somehow. But the way these have been played, I don't see it happening.
Wow.
Good
Jimmy.
airmail block.
Yeah, the old airmail block.
Damon stopping to check to see what the score is. I think he might be going for this push. Oh, he's going up.
Well,
Ooh, I don't like that.
I don't like that decision either. That is remarkably conservative.
Being up 12-0, I kind of would have gone for the push through.
Because I'm feeling Jimmy McGuffin gets 4 points here. That's what I'm feeling.
He's got 2 options, slick side through or airmail over the top. He's going slick side through, taps the pile in for 2.
I mean, you take the 2 points there, but in my life in cornhole, I would have bet money that Jimmy McGuffin's going up to get a short airmail, and you just shot it. The previous bag.
Stay with what works.
Yeah. I like Mathis throwing the block. I like Philip Hayden going right through it.
I feel like this is going to be a game where Phillip Hayden does not miss. He's going to probably finish over an 11.
Well, I think he realizes that he had a bag in hand to win that last match, so he's probably feeling a little responsible.
Damon even shouted down. He said, "That's not on you. That's on me."
There you go.
Social.
So,
To crack open my Powerade.
yeah.
Doesn't have the same
I've already had
sound.
way too much caffeine today, and I'm still tired.
Doesn't have the same sound to it that the beer crack
No,
does.
it does not. The sound of God. Going in. Going in. I'm gonna go around him. Huh. Huh. I think Damon kind of melts around those bags.
Good shot.
It's a very good shot.
He likes that high release. When that bag lands, it does its own thing, kicking back.
Wow. This is
Looks like he decides to leave him, according to what he says.
yeah.
Come into it a little, Phillip
I
says.
like it. And pin him.
It's pretty much a replacement shot. That's a great
Yeah,
shot. That's
that is
exactly
a
what he wanted.
Great shot.
It's got Terry Mathis scratching his head. I think they're calling for the airmail. He is going up. Lands on top and hits the entire pile. Nice shot.
Here's a straight push to get 2, though.
Big shot
Just
to
like
finish
that.
the round. 14-2. Let's take a look at this airmail one more time. He had hit it perfectly.
And it
nice
was.
block here from Damon Dennis, but Jimmy McGuffin knew exactly what he was going to do. Lands right on top of the hole. He does this vertical airmail quite a bit.
But don't you think that's surprising? The previous round where he's got a chance to short airmail for 4 points and he doesn't do it. That's what's I don't know.
Oh, maybe he learned his lesson there. Still gave up 2 on that round. That's the first miss from Hayden. That one's gone.
I was about to say.
You can only throw a perfect game until you miss one. So.
No truer words have ever been said, Wally.
Facts. Only in professional cornhole will you get somebody saying "my bad" after just throwing absolutely lights out.
Yeah, I've missed one bag. That's my bad.
Yeah, you made 15 out of 16. My bad.
Yeah, my bad.
Didn't mean to give up those 2 points there. 4-bagger percentage is 75%. I think you're okay, buddy.
That bag looked right out of his hand. He's had a little bit of the rights. A little bit of the rights.
A really good crowd on all sides of the court, even behind us this time.
Huh, there's your block.
There's the block, but the problem is he has the lane on the right-hand side.
Yep.
Go slick side right into that bag. Let the old bumper do the work for you.
Yes, sir. Just like that.
Nicely done.
Jinx.
I owe you a Coca-Cola. Just let it play out, I told you. It's a normal shot right down the middle. Got just enough of it.
I actually thought he was going to hit the truss.
Oh, my gosh. Cameras go out and everything. Yeah. Broke his finger. Oh, man. Jimmy's already typing it in there. He knows this 12-pack is coming. And it is in 16-4.
16-4. So, once again, $500. If Jimmy and Terry win, you got to give me $50.
And what was the thing?
If Philip and Damon win. You taking that bet?
No, because they're not doing the blocker thing. This game does not have as many blockers in it. I love the banter in the seniors division.
Yeah, for sure.
He says, I made that in the backside of the hole like you, Terry. In other words, you miss your target going straight on, you catch just enough and let the slick bag drip.
Uh-oh.
The pace at Philip.
Uh-oh, you should have taken the bet. Here's the first 4.
I think you jinxed it. I think we're getting a little 8-on-6.
Ooh. No, sir.
Nah.
No, sir.
Nah, with these guys.
12-on-8, 4. And there it is.
Good job by Terry slowing down that pace a little bit, making sure he threw his shot.
What? Look, I'm all for fast play, but there are times when you should maybe take a second or two. Just make sure you got everything right.
Oh, I think we were trying for a blocker there. Yep. It came out a little bit higher, landed a little bit deeper, but it looked like it was intended to be a block in front of the board.
Yep.
Jimmy's shaking his head. He's not happy about it.
No, because that bag is pretty much dead. Ooh, wow. That bag just died. Huh.
That was star side down, so that confirms star is sticky.
Uh-oh. Wow. That's an interesting bag. Do you go in behind or try to go over?
I think you can push through.
Uh-oh.
So,
yes.
I think Damon's got the lane he needs right now. He can go.
I mean, you got to try it either way. I don't know why the discussion.
He can actually go at this piled normal shot.
That's what I'm saying.
Get a 2-for-1 and possibly even dirty off the side. They're going to get a timeout. They're going to look at it.
You hit there's a good chance you get your 4 right here. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Just hit his bag on the left, The front one and the one on the right with the cycle more than likely drip in.
I mean, if you take his bag on the side, fine. If you somehow are able to do it without taking that bag, you win. I don't really see much the reason for the conversation here. This seems like a fairly straightforward decision. Maybe that's just me.
That's what you intermediate players think.
Intermediate novice.
All right, bag is away.
And maybe that's why, because he doesn't like throwing it hard. He doesn't throw it well when he throws it hard like that. I'm telling you. Well, I shouldn't say he doesn't throw it well. He's not as consistent. Yeah, when he tries to generate speed, it ruins his consistency. Well, 18-8. Getting closer and closer, but we're almost getting close to that situation we were in last game.
I feel like we started this at 12:40. It's 1:30.
I didn't even look. Yeah, it does feel. Maybe the folks at home know. Maybe they looked it up.
Social.
No double four-bagger watch. How's that Powerade?
It's powering me through.
Yeah?
Aiding my responses. It's doing its job.
You like the red or the blue better?
I actually go back and forth between 3 flavors: orange, grape, or I guess orange, blue, and red.
I love the blue. Give me the blue.
I feel like it's different times of the day. Like blue is my morning one.
You know what? I'll go with you.
And then red's like later on in the day.
I'll go with you there. Uh-oh.
Too far to the right. Give me my $500.
By the way, if we get to 18-10, were we not just on 18-10 this previous match?
If not, we're pretty darn close.
I think we were. We were at 17-9, then we got to 18-10, and then the wheels fell off.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that they are over-communicating a little bit, overthinking some of these shots?
Damon and Phil?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like there's a little bit more communication than needs to be.
Especially with Damon's bags. I mean, Phil's just going rapid fire, just taking shots. But they are communicating a lot with Damon playing. And we're talking about Damon Dennis, a guy that, oh, my word.
You're Jimmy's mom.
Yeah, did you hear that? Yeah.
Jimmy, come on. Awkward knuckles. Oh, man.
That's funny.
What just happened? 19-8. Oh, my. And again, off to the right. So, 8 for the first time. Jackson Gorn, Ryan Wiedenfeld find themselves down in a big way. Down 11-0 to Jimmy Humans and Tommy Sliker.
Uh-oh.
That's a great shot.
Yep.
2 bags left in hand to try and save this round.
Uh-oh.
He got a corner
for
of
the
it.
win. And that's going to do it. Let's see.
No,
if
he's got a corner.
I forgot he had that last
Yeah,
bag.
they
My
get
bad.
4 of them.
Yeah, I forgot he had the last bag. My bad.
And here comes their timeout now.
I mean, he can get it. I mean, if he throws that hard enough, is there any way he can push their bag off?
I don't, possibly, but I don't think the play here is throw it harder. I think the play is throw it higher. You want to land about an inch in front of that bag and lift up that front corner
Sure.
to get it to spin in. And there we got the little trust situation. This is what happens when I don't get here early enough to set up my court.
Yeah?
I came early. I got here Saturday, but they were set up Thursday, ready to roll.
Yeah, man. Stuff happens fast around here. I got set up Friday.
I do feel like next year we are going to get that extra extension. Bag is away. Oh, and he went airmail.
That was a good effort, but
He hits it clean. What a battle.
What a battle.
Let's hear it. Philip Hayden and Damon Dennis will make a broadcast. Surprise, surprise, for the 6th year in a row, I believe.
Shocking.
Holy. All right. Bracket B up next. Tom Walters, Steve Schroeder, Bill Hadley, Bob Bunch. All right, they made their way to the court. They're going to go down and back one more time. Bill Hadley and Bob Vonch will have to double dip. Tom Walter and Steve Schroeder. Bernie, who are you taking in this one?
Bob Vonch, Bill Hadley. It's a solid squad. I'm going to take him.
Oh, you know what you just did?
What's that?
You just predicted a double dip
I know.
on the last match of the broadcast.
You know how things happen here.
But Tom and Steve are the number 1 seed. Does that change your opinion?
It does not.
So you're saying we're just here. We're here.
Settle in, folks. We're not done yet.
Darren, appreciate the time check. So that match was 42 minutes.
Nice.
Seemed about right. That's the second part of the second down and back. Crowd is kind of dispersed a little bit.
A little bit. People are getting on with their day and their other matches that are starting to take place.
They did do the check-in text for the teams event,
Yep.
so that helps as well. It's a good time for me to tell you guys to not click on the clickbait in the chat. Those are spams, in case you can't tell. Do not fall victim to those.
Spam. Oh, spam.
Going with the spin here instead of the coin toss.
Yeah.
Steve is going to give it to Bill and Bob,
There we go.
and we are live.
You ready? I'll give it to you. Do it.
All right, go ahead.
No, I'm giving it to you.
Good. These bags are live.
Yes. It's so easy.
First shot is down the middle. Nice level 1 blocker. Steve does a good job coming in right behind it.
Oh, that's a good bag.
Not sure what happened to the camera there, but
Oh,
I
here
did
we
fix
go.
it for you guys.
See if he can pick up. Well, he's going to over and leave it there. Bang. Try to pick that up on the last bag. Wow. If he's able to get this, in for 6.
Big push.
Oh,
Big shot,
what a
and he
big
gets it.
shot to start the game.
Tom Walter about threw out a hip, standing up in excitement on that one. Nicely done. Let's take a look at it one more time. Big push from the level 2.5 position. Both bags drip. 6-0 start. Tom
Wow.
Walter back now right to left. His first shot is in.
I'm telling you, I will jinx people in a second. Did I just jinx BTB by picking them in this match? It's early. If we've seen anything from the previous matches or the previous match,
I think it's the first time I've seen Greg Collins across the way there not wearing anything ultra.
it's an astute observation.
It's because I'm astute.
Astute.
Oh, yeah, I'm astute.
Astute. Can you give me the origin, please? So you think Steve Schroeder's got another 6 in him right here?
I'm wondering if they're going to put in the rest of that score.
Huh.
Got to hit the arrow.
Well, that's always fun.
Yeah, well, keep an eye on that, guys.
I already had one score gate this weekend. We're only on Wednesday.
Don't talk about Scoregate. We're not supposed to talk about Scoregate. Jimmy Humans and Tom Sliker, 17-8 over Jackson Gordon, Ryan Wiedenfeld. Other side, Dylan Turpin and Jason Crisales, 7-3 over Andrew Noyce and Austin Reynard. It looks like Megan Moppin and Kaylee Hunter
in for 4 for Bob
are sitting at 20. Kelly and Kimberly Jenkins at 10. And just like that, we got ourselves a bag game.
So all 10 points that have been scored on our left side here.
And nothing on the right.
Of course, they've only thrown one round.
I said the same thing you did, just different.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just confirmation.
I got you.
First shot is tipping. Nothing falling just yet. Normal shot here for Tom Walker. Just go right through it. Nicely done. He's nominated for a Stevie Award. Most improved player, I believe.
Who that is?
Tom Walter.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Can you tell the people, did he win?
What's that?
Did he win?
Did he win what? Those results have not been posted yet. We will find out tonight at the Stevie Awards.
We have to watch.
Yes.
I was going to watch anyway. Looking forward to it, actually.
I'm not. Can't wait for it to be over since I have to host.
Speaking of over, Jimmy Humans and Tom Sliker take down game 1, 26-8. Ryan Wiedenfeld off a little bit, throwing a 7.29 there. So we got Jimmy Humans with a 9.14, Jackson Ford 9.5, Tommy with a 10.13. He wants to, I was going to say.
Just like that, we're all tied up at 6.
He wanted to use his bag on the right-hand side as kind of a bumper. He was unable to do so. Went too far to the left. The old 12 on 10 to get 6 to 6.
Mm-hmm. So that 6-0 lead out of the gate doesn't mean much.
It's a good blocker. That makes this round a lot more interesting early. Will Bob go up now? He will, and he hits it clean. Even touched his bag a little bit. Steve pushes. Nicely done.
That's how you draw it up.
That's a great push. Expect a back block. Uh-oh. Gave him a bumper instead.
Yeah.
Little extra on it.
Wow. That's
sacrifice accuracy for that harder push.
Yep.
See if Steve can cut around.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Well, all things considered.
No points.
Yep.
So how could one watch the Stevie Awards? Is that going to be on Facebook? On
I doubt it is on Facebook, and most likely be on the digital network. I'd have to ask Trey, but I doubt that'll be on Facebook.
I don't see Trey. He must be having the rest of the time off since his court finished before ours did.
Well, yeah.
He's been putting out fires all weekend.
Yeah. After a few things yesterday, it's been a kind of a rough last night, rough early today. A lot of people pretty upset.
I do want to say something on that real quick, though. It was not Trey Ryder's fault. So stop blaming Trey Ryder for anything that happened.
I mean, it's a simple mistake.
It's stupid to be taking it to the level that some people are
taking. It's some people just have their own agenda, and they're using this moment to kind of push their own agenda, which is human beings do that from time to time. Still 6-6, by the way. You know what I like? I like agendas. You know what I don't like? I had some sour watermelon energy drink this morning because someone told me to drink it.
Is it Ghost?
Yeah, the single worst tasting drink I've ever had. It was awful.
I got to just say this for the Ghost drinks, though. Those Ghosts do wake you up on the drive. They do their job.
I mean, I would say it worked, but man, just not good.
10 on 10 does not work for the scores.
No, sir. What time's your tournament starting? 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock, yeah. I got to find my team, though. At least I still think I'm on a team.
I think they've run from you. They've left.
I was supposed to be on
Is anyone
team.
Carrying that? Are we carrying that on a stream?
No. Unless, if I get out, K9 unit might have some coverage
That's
of it.
right. That's right.
But not really sure what's going to happen just yet. The orange cream Ghost is really good.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to try it just because of that statement. And if it's anything like the sour watermelon, no.
But yeah, I was asked to be on 2 different teams, the Pennsylvania team as well as the Canadian team.
Well, then you're sought after.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I'm either one.
Yeah.
I gave the Canadians a let me find out for sure thing, and then I went to find out.
Oh, no.
And then I went back, and the Canadian Connor.
I got no time for that if I'm Canadians. Like, look, we invited you. You say yes or you say no.
Well, I did
Don't
upset
tell
them.
me. Don't tell me you've got something better to look for.
I did upset them with some some beverage-induced words.
Oh, no.
It was all meant in fun and games.
Wow.
So here's my apology to Canada. Sorry.
Canada.
And I think we probably will have a game with Bernie from Canada earlier or later.
Mr. Portalessi?
Yeah.
By the way, spells his name way wrong. Way wrong. If you're going to be named Bernie, you can't do it with a Y, period.
So that girl right there across with the glasses, front row,
Yes, sir.
very scary. Looks exactly like one of my exes.
Damn.
Not even associated with the cornhole world at all. I'm like,
yeah, that's even kind
I'm
of
like, why are you here? What did I do?
Yeah. Why are you here?
I haven't seen her in years.
Is
Like,
there something I need to know about?
This is about the time where they show up with child support notices.
Oh, big bag.
Big shot. Big time. Bob's got a chance to go short and drag.
Oh,
not.
no. Oh, no. Is that a 3 spot? Make it 11-6?
I appreciate you, Corey.
11-6. Steve Schroeder. By the way, Tom Walter comes up to me, and I believe I was sitting with Trey in Atlantic City earlier this year, and he's like, before the end of this year, you guys are going to know who I am, I promise. I like that. Give me that. I was like, we know who you are, Tom.
He was actually we were on a roll in Iowa and ran into him and Steve and rounded, and they actually played like garbage the game before that. And then man, they were just lights out. Both threw over an 11. I was like, come on, dude, we're comp players.
Don't give me that 11.
And it was like a airmail drag beating.
Just a thorough beating.
They earned it.
Ooh, give him 2 more. The old 4th bag block, never good.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Tom and Steve
Danger.
not blinking.
Not at all.
Got Taco Ochoa behind Tom. They're psyching him up. The Michigan boys always run deep. Supporting the blind Taco jersey. The best blind draws I've ever been to, man.
Yeah?
If you ever get a chance to get to Michigan, we had 186 players for me when I went out there.
Are they Yoopers, or are they down in the normal part of Michigan? The thumb.
Couldn't even tell you. I'm terrible at geography, bro.
Well, you know Michigan has that little upper part, and then there's the little thumb part, and then there's the upper part. The people that live in this upper part call themselves Yoopers.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Geography lessons, bro.
I just knew it was north of Illinois and south of Canada.
Well, technically, parts of Canada are south.
I'll tell you, I'm like Jon Snow over here then. I know nothing. I know that Steve just gave Bob a big opening. See Sebastian Barger there in the background, throwing with his partner Bracy Blanton. Looking forward to seeing what those 2 youngsters do. Do you know either one of them?
Who's that?
Bracy Blanton and Sebastian Barger.
There was one?
There's one guy there in the K9 jersey, and then there's my other sponsored player across there with the backwards hat.
I'm not familiar with their games. I've heard the names.
Very, very good. Very good. Dan Walker, he won the ACL Open this year. D-Dub in the background.
You think Bill can take advantage of this, get some points here?
That's why they got the SU up cornhole.
That's
I can never say it. SUP cornhole in the background. I always say SU up or S-Sup. Sup. Big fan of D-Dub. D-Dub should be pro next year.
Is that right?
I think so.
I can't wait for the qualifier on Sunday.
I am like you with the Stevie Awards. I can wait.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not ready.
Why is that?
I just did not take competitive singles as seriously as I should have at the beginning. And I had a very unfortunate situation where my bags all kind of TP'd and just like I had literally 3 bags sitting like this on top of the hole.
Yeah.
And just if any of those fall, I win the game. And I lost 22-20. And then I lost my last match because it got close to broadcast time.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking about everything I had to do. So I'm not focused on throwing as of yet. I still kind of have broadcast mode on.
I got you.
But I think Saturday, whenever Saturday kind of rolls around, I'll start getting to that point where I want to start throwing again and getting ready for it.
How many players? 800 and what?
840?
Playing for 32 spots?
Playing for 32 spots.
Man, that's going to be insane in here. Tears of joy and of sadness.
I think
it's awesome.
I don't want to blame one thing or the other, but I think it's going to come down to me getting the later bracket. If I get the early bracket, I feel like I won't have enough sleep and be ready to play. Get the later bracket, I feel like I'll be good.
Interesting.
Because there's an intermission with the broadcast in between, if I'm not mistaken.
So you think you got a legit shot is what you're telling me.
When I'm throwing well enough, it's just a matter who I play. I feel like, you're going to have a whole lot of landmines that are pros in that field.
Yeah.
And I need a easy first match.
I mean, there's going to be literally 100 some odd people that are pros right now playing in that.
Yeah. I'm not even really worried about the pros, really. I'm kind of worried about the
more advanced
talent
players?
coming in, the players that I know from outside
For sure.
of the pro status. There's a strong talent pool.
Oh, there's a massive talent pool. That's what's going to make it so difficult, but that's also what's going to make it so amazing.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes me want to try the pro qualifier is that I look at some of these pros now, and I've had a chance to watch a lot of them. Of the 256, I think there's probably 180 that deserve to be pro.
What's less than that, really? I mean, what 125 stay, or what was it, 150?
Well, I'm talking about 180 that are like
legitimate
better than me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like I can probably beat the bottom, 70?
Yeah.
But then I feel like there's probably 200 coming in that can play better than a 70 as well. So.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's going to be intense in here. Intense.
Well, no, actually, we're in a building. Tents are outside. It's the same.
Intense. Don't make fun of my lisp, man.
It's like the clown and Indian fight.
Uh-oh.
This is drama. This is a lot of drama.
Drama. Going
Going up.
Bang.
Big hit.
Does that make it 17-12? Is that what I'm looking at right now?
Big shot over the top. It is
14. Did he have a bag off?
14-12.
I must have missed a bag in there somewhere. Talking about the qualifier. I must have missed a bag off.
Walker and Jordan Power won the ACL. Oh, Walter. You're talking about Tom Walter. Okay. They won the ACL Open in Cedar Falls. Was it the blind draw? Because the ACL Open in Cedar Falls was won by Jimmy Humans and Emily Downer.
There you go. Look at this guy. Mr. Kassler coming up with all kinds of information.
I don't follow blind draws. Because there's the only blind draw I know we had, actually I got two of them. Kevin Smith Jr. and Matt Guy won in Winter Haven. And I believe Matthew Morton and Chris Day won in Chicago.
I've got a blind draw for you that goes back to your quote-unquote competitive status.
Yes, sir.
In this building last year, a gentleman won competitive doubles that won a pro blind draw in Salt Lake City with Cheyenne Renner this year.
Salt Lake City. Caleb Franklin.
Caleb Franklin won competitive doubles in this building, then goes 8-0 in the pro qualifier and wins a pro blind draw in Salt Lake City this year. And I think he's going to finish top 50, top 60.
So he's already in there, yeah.
So it's competitive doesn't mean you're that far off is all I'm saying. I'm trying to pump you up. That's what I'm doing.
Here's the thing I always say: the levels for me are one bag. If you play intermediate, and I'm okay, tailgater. Let's go ahead and go with tailgater
or
novice division, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
let's go with you. You're one bag away from playing intermediate then.
Probably.
You know what I mean? And it's usually one bag on the ground, and that's the difference between a 6 or possibly a 5 or lower.
Yeah.
Or maybe a 4 on the board instead of 1 in the hole
right.
for 6. Comp, same thing. If you put 2 bags in the hole and 2 bags on the board, that's 8.
Right.
Your top of a competitive is supposed to be around an 8 PPR. And I think that's the difference. You put one more bag in the hole, you're at a 10. You're not going to do it all the time, but it's going to make your average around a 9. That's advanced. And then one more bag in the hole is 12s and 10s.
Yep.
That's going to be your pro division. So
yep.
It's all about, can I control that one bag? And the one thing I've been able to do...
But that's if you're running bags, too. I mean, I think style of play has a lot to do with your PPR.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to get at next, is that I have been able to do one thing this weekend, and that's why I feel like I got an honest shot, is that I'm staying down the middle.
Okay.
So if my bag is in the hole, perfect. If it's in front of the hole, still perfect. As long as I can clean up. The one problem I've had this weekend, though, bags are getting hung up on the hole for me.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what I'm going to throw yet.
Oh, no. I don't know about that decision. That's ball game.
I definitely don't like
Hey, by the way, who did I tell you was going to win this first game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Soothsayer.
Or doesn't care about Wally's time. But
I'm trying to pump you up about competitive, man.
This is the last game I'm going to commentate for now.
This is it. It's the last one.
in the seniors doubles
Last
division.
one today until I got to go fret about hosting an award show that no one's going to watch, which is so bizarre.
He said he's going to spin it. Bill says, okay, just make sure it points to me. Making sure they got the name switched. We got some awkward knuckles to start the match. And Steve has messed up the scoreboard.
Didn't take long.
Seniors and scoreboards.
Do not mix.
It's a nice bookend to the way things have been going.
Let's see how long this takes to fix. Now we got to go find someone that can fix. Watch out, the Donald's coming.
Donald.
I'd let Hunter. Who is that over there? I can't see.
That's not her. That's,
Yeah.
I think, Kyle?
Yeah,
Tony? Mike? Jim?
somebody.
Forgot his name.
Is that Brian?
All right, so we did see Damon Dennis and Philip Hayden step it up a notch with the game on the line in game 2. They took that one down. We'll see if Tom and Steve can do the same thing here, or if Bill and Bob are going to take this one down. But chat, let me know who you guys think is taking
I've got
this
some
one.
really bad news for you. You ready? This match takes minimum 30 minutes.
That's good. That's good. Appreciate that, wonderful weekenders. I will try my best. Dylan Turpin and Jason Grisales up 14-0. I
Wow.
believe that's game 2. So the big blind draw is not done. Oh, Ryan Wiedenfeld and Jackson Gore pull it off for bracket A, 26-10 in game 2. So good run for Jimmy Humans and Tommy Sliker.
I like how you said pull it off and they win by double digits.
Well, I think this is still a score for. Actually, no, that's game 2. Well, they were able to hold on.
Yeah.
2 games.
2 games. That makes sense.
Thought it was closer earlier.
Dude, I am lounging.
You chilling, bro?
I'm just straight lounging in this chair. It's awesome. Uh-oh. This is quite a run of points here for Bob and Bill Hadley. They were down 13-10. I know they were down 13-12 in the last game and have just been running points.
So you're not going to play in the teams event. I'll see if they can get the blind draw championship over here. You can commentate that.
Yeah, I'm
one.
probably not going to do that.
Take one for the team, bro. The people want to
no,
know.
bro. No, bro.
Good sneak around shot kind of bullies Bob out of the way as well. Bob wanted to collect right there. He misses to the right. What do you think is the most thrown bag in the ACL? I would say cornhole bags. Pretty popular
cornhole
amongst
bags
cornhole
for
players.
Sure. Yeah.
Vipers is always a strong one. You have different levels of people throwing blockers all the way from intermediate up to advanced. So that would probably get the nod for me. And then, you got a lot of players that still love throwing the game changers.
Yeah, I think there's been some research done on that, and be some surprising names on that list. Well, not really. There's four manufacturers that kind of dominate that list. But
You said you've been seeing a lot of all-slides today, and I kind of think that the all-slide 2.0
yes,
or any other Surefire variant is the bag of choice. The boards are not playing as fast as has been reported. I feel like the boards are playing pretty honest, to be honest with you.
I got to give Ron and the folks some credit. These are brand new boards to come out without. I mean, there was a lot of fear about how fast these were going to be, and they've been playable.
Good shot from
Very, very playable.
Bill
If not average.
And I think that's why I think the Surefire variants is the play. So all slide 2.0s, shelters, obviously Surefires. Let's see, we got some rejects. There's a lot of different bag companies out there that have that sticky side that you can still push through on the slick side. So the sticky side still moves. The slick side cleans things up.
Yep.
I think that's the play.
What's he do here? What's he do? Going up. Don't lunge yourself. I was worried there. Uh-oh. Getting up 3. All tied at 5. I'm telling you, man, this game's going to last all day long.
I don't have a boo soundtrack for that.
What do you have over here?
I only got 4. They took. You guys actually have my soundboard over there.
That's the one I like right there.
Yeah, you guys have my soundboard with all those sounds in it. You took the good one. If only somebody would have put Wally on the outside of the box, so that way there wouldn't be a mix-up. Ooh, that's getting on the back of the hole, pretty drippy. Should fall.
Oh, there it goes. Pretty drippy.
Steve with the 12. Bob with the 12.
Wow. Those 5-5.
No points awarded. 4-on-4 in round 4 to keep it 5-5. Tom with the block
I like
started
that.
off.
Give Bill something to look at. Probably going to take. Oh no! He tried to. He was thinking about that one too much. Just needed to stay skinny. That's the bag he needed. The previous bag.
Bill decides just to go in with a 10-on-10. There wasn't enough there to grab, in my opinion. Over under this thing going 22 rounds.
Over at 22. Where are we now?
6.
I'll go under. Ooh.
Taps in his only, but he's too far to the right. That's not the lane he wanted to give Steve.
Oh, Steve wants that one back.
I think that's a good shot, actually.
It's not a bad shot, but
He's taking away the backside airmail. He's only got that little lane, and he misses.
Well, there
to
you
the
go.
left,
Get the 2 out of
to
it.
the right. So yeah, nice shot. I like that bag staying on the board rather than going in.
Better than in. Still don't think that's what he was going for.
That's half a cornhole, though.
Huh?
That's half a cornhole, though. You probably only make half the bags you actually try to do.
Come on now.
For me, at least.
It's competitive talk.
I just pretty much know my first match is going to be against one of my sponsor players.
And then you got to let him win.
If they can't beat me, they don't deserve to beat it. No, I think there's probably only one, maybe 2 people I would let win if it came down to that situation.
Would you actually let
Good
someone win?
shot. Probably. If they don't have a chance to get in any other way, and then I'm not sure I can even be pro next year if I wanted to. I just want to know if I can make pro.
I don't think I could actually let someone win.
It's going to have to be, like I said, one of the 2 people that I know a lot more about than the game, over the game.
And what this is hypothetical. I'm saying is if I was good enough to play to where I, right now I wouldn't care if I let some kid win. It wouldn't bother me. But if I was a good enough player, I don't think that my competitive nature will allow me.
I don't think I could if we actually get down to it.
Yeah.
But everyone that I would, put it this way, oh my gosh.
What a bag, Bill Hadley.
That's a big round. That's a good time to get aggressive, too.
Massive round.
But if it were to be one of these 2 players, they would beat me handily anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's probably a moot point. Let's take a look at this backside airmail. There wasn't much room.
Pretty solid.
He hits it perfectly. First shot from Big Time Bob is in with an 11-7 lead.
Hey, Wally, you're a pretty laid-back guy when you call games. What's it like for you to call with Anthony? Because Anthony's so bag for bag, so analytical. Or do you just go with him?
It's a little bit more of a professional broadcast than what me and you have, but I would say that he does a pretty good job of feeding off of me in some of my jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
The problem that Anthony and I come across sometimes, though, is that I think we both think alike, so we'll both say the same thing without realizing that the other person already said the same thing.
Right.
Because our minds move all the time.
Sure.
And we just sometimes double down, but...
Make it 15-7. Wow.
This is a big 2-round switch right here. But no, I love doing a broadcast, like I said, with each of you guys, because you guys all do something different.
Right. And I think that's the point. I think some people get upset and they don't realize why everyone's not the same, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
If everyone was Anthony and Trey, it would get kind of boring after a while. because it would be so analytical, so matter of fact. That's my story. I'm sticking to it because there's really no reason for me to be here.
I got a chance to do a little bit yesterday with Jeff as well. I don't think I had Kat, I had Trey.
Yeah, Jeff.
I had you.
Jeff is
Anthony.
more of a traditional.
I've actually gotten everybody now. I think about it.
Jeff is so traditional play-by-play and doesn't have the cornhole knowledge, so he's very recency bias. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be able to call certain games. I mean, he can call anything, but he's going to always have to be play-by-play.
Yeah, I think one thing is he does a great job of applying a story though to a situation.
Oh, absolutely.
That I cannot do.
Look, he is so much.
Shot there.
He's so good as a play-by-play guy. I mean, he's a true professional. Actually, I mean, a lot of us are kind of kidding around, but I mean, literally a true professional.
I asked him if he liked cornhole over baseball, and he said he's glad he made the switch.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, he's been on national TV, 3 different networks with cornhole. I don't know if he ever made it on TV with baseball. I have seen him do college basketball before on television.
Really?
Yeah. It's, lower level. It was, Bob Vonch. They had this match by the throat. You can't make that mistake.
Steve now has to capitalize on it. Good job spinning Bob's bag.
Yeah.
Bob can no longer grab that bag. It is out of play. And that's going to warrant him possibly 5 points to get this to 15-14.
There you go.
And that's if Bob finishes off his final shot. And he does.
Yeah, that is a massive unforced error there. They had really had control of this match, and now that flips everything upside down.
Bob down there telling Bill, my bad, I got to be smart. So Tom Walter with first shot.
Solid block
down
there.
by 1. Good placement. At this point, we're just all about back blocks and coming right behind it. That one's a little bit too far to the left, but Bill Hadley does not have a right to left cut.
Uh-oh.
Now he opens the lane. We're looking for a 10-on-10.
Wow. Yeah,
There's the first tap. I think it's the same shot for Tom. Land right on top of the L. Hit all these bags. Hit the one right in front. Hit the one to the right. And hit your bag that's on its side. Oh, he's going up. Or he was going for a block. I don't like that at all. He had plenty of room.
I mean, Bill doesn't throw a hard bag, but
Bill's got the tap now. This is worth the timeout, in my opinion.
I think I don't think he throws it hard enough to really go, unless he's going to go up. And that's what I mean. He really doesn't have the ability to throw it hard with any real direction.
I don't like anything about that round from either side. Yeah. Tom had the lane. He could have gotten 4 points. Bill had the timeout. And there was really no discussion between him and Bob about that. Just tap the pile on the left.
Yeah.
You don't have to power through.
18-15. Wow. Match a lot of twists and turns. That bag looked right out of his hand, and it was.
Now Bob has a chance to get back into it here. We're looking for 18-17 if you're Bill and Bob. You're getting 0 practice time for your 3 o'clock, by the way. I don't need practice.
We're talking about practice.
I'm the best. Actually, I only like a 30-minute practice window.
Just to get a little loose?
Yeah, just get the arm released in the right moment.
18-17. Well, if you're playing to get on ESPN, might as well go down to the wire, right? What's our round count right now?
12.
Yeah, way under. All right.
For now. Not bad. Gives Tom something extra to think about.
Sure.
Tom staying in.
Gives him something to look at.
That was a very wobbly bag in the air, but it landed perfectly.
Uh-oh.
And that's the 3 points that he needs to win the game. Can Tom finish out the round?
That's deep. Oh,
First shot. Hits the rim. The Velcro worked.
You got to like it, though. That's coming back at something. Well, looks like all the resin's on the outside of the hole.
He's got about 420 pieces of resin in there. 112 of them are on the hole. He's got to get the rest of them in. That's facts. Fact check me if you want. I think the play here is no matter what, airmail. You're airmailing every shot from here on. You want to leave that blocker there. You do not want to get out of this only scoring 1 round or 1 point.
Right.
You got the 3 points off the board right now. This is the game. And not only that, but that blocker is over in Bill's lane.
Yep.
Bill's sneak around shot probably won't work here.
You know, watching these Zuka bags and just watching grown men with little wheels that light up. That's one of my favorite things.
We're going to get timeout gate?
Timeout gate.
This is a long discussion about there's only 2 options. Do you want to push the pile or do you want to go airmail? I don't like what he's discussing right here about going out and trying to cut in. You're setting yourself up for a clog that way, or you're only going to get 1 point out of it.
I don't know, man.
You do not want to put a bag behind the hole. I think the airmail is the play here. He decides to go board instead, and I don't like that. Because now Bill can go up top for the airmail.
Right.
Drag his bag in, and you're looking at that point 7 on 5, and now you have to push one of those 2 bags in the hole for the win.
Right.
I mean, even if you're going to miss there, I would miss left and give myself another bumper to bounce off of. Let's see how it plays out, though. I mean, Bill's still got to make a bag.
Like that.
See, there you go. He made all 3.
Yep.
So now it's currently showing 7 on 5. So now Tom, to win the game, has to push that bag in for the win.
Has to get one of those other bags and the bag in his hand
That's
to
why
go in.
That's why I don't like that block there.
Yep. And the angle with which he has to attack is just not ideal. Oh, he's going up.
And he hits it. So he's going to get 1. But if you shoot that last round, you win the game.
I mean, people are clapping, but
You know what I'm
with
saying?
a bag off the board, you've got to do a better job of taking. He had a chance to win that match. You're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, you got 1 point. I don't know.
That was the exact shot he
I'm
needed.
actually with you on this.
1917. I don't want to give Bill and Bob an extra life ever.
Ever. I mean, you did it last game and they beat you.
There's a low block, level 2.5-ish. Enough room for Bob to sneak around.
That's a level 2. Well, here you go.
This is the shot you need. Steve has been phenomenal with his pushes this entire game, this entire day, actually. And he's not going to stop there.
There you go.
Good shot.
That's probably all she wrote. So it makes the last round work out.
Perfect. Bob can't afford to block. He tried. The reason he can't afford to block is Steve can come in with a block of his own.
Yeah,
he's got life.
Yeah, he's got to find a way, though. I mean,
It's
he
a hard
can't.
push.
Yeah, I mean, he has to go over it and not take his bag.
You want to land slick side here, right on top of the L. You got to hit it at the right angle, though.
Yeah,
This is a hard one. You got to push through 2 bags.
I think there's one player in this building that can, maybe a couple. One player in this building that hits this shot is maybe Eric Davis.
I could hit this shot.
You could hit it once. Eric Davis could actually.
This is not that difficult of a shot. Like
You're out of your
skill-wise.
mind. You're out of your mind.
Skill-wise, but
I'd watch you play all day and you'd hit this once.
I'll set it up for
It's
you
the
later.
only time you'd remember it
I'll
is when
set
you
it
hit
up.
it.
I'll set it
You
up.
wouldn't remember the 20 times you missed it.
Give me the 50 to 300 odds you gave me earlier. All you gotta do is land slick side
That's all
right
you gotta
in front
do.
of your bag and hit that angle. The side goes will do the work for you. The bags are buttery.
Yeah,
They'll
but
do
he
it.
doesn't throw it hard enough. I mean, you have to have a certain MPH on your bag to make this work.
That'll do it.
And that will do it.
Tom Walter, Steve Schroeder heading to ESPN to take on Damon Dennis and Philip Hayden. Court 2, we appreciate you guys joining in here on the YouTube. Bernie, appreciate you, brother. I'm going to go warm up. Got some action coming back later tomorrow, and I don't even know what it is. You're going to have to tune in to find out. All right, see you guys later.